Series. Let's hear from him. He's standing by with Dylan Welsh. Dylan?
That's right, and chatting with crew chief Adam Stevens, getting the final game plan. So, the race, and now year after year, this 20 team just continues to bring it in the playoffs. But it doesn't get any easier the closer we get to Phoenix, as you know. So, how important is capitalizing on the speed you have today?
I love it, Dylan. This format, man. It is literally the best because every single race becomes the most important race. So, we've got a huge opportunity today. The pressure's on, and the reward is big. So, I'm excited about the task at hand.
All right, 20 car feels good. Christopher Bell will lead the field to green, and Kim is with the driver at the opposite end of the grid.
That's right, Dylan. Reigning champ Brian Blaney starts from the rear of the field after a accident in practice. You enter this round minus...
Yo ho, oh hey, hoist the cover high, me ho, chiefs and beggars, never shall we rise.
21 Wood Brothers folks who all pitched in last night. You know, those guys had their work cut out for them and getting the backup car ready. And, you know, these things don't come kind of plug and play like they used to. There's a lot of work they had to do, and they really put a lot of effort in. So, big team effort. So, those guys are awesome and appreciate their efforts. And, yeah, hopefully we can pick our way through. It's hard to tell. I don't know what I had in practice as far as, like, speed or handling, but I thought our teammates were pretty good. So, hopefully we can lean on them a little bit like we have and work our way up.
What the hell is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are ready for the best day of the week. It's Sunday, and you know what that means? It means it's race day. It's literally like I look forward to this every week. And we only have 4 more of them. I have 3 more after today, and it's heartbreaking. I don't want the season to end. I don't even care about the fucking championship anymore because goddamn playoff format's so dumb. So I just enjoy every race as it is. And I can't say that I don't care about the championship. I do, but... Hello and good afternoon, Samuel. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
In this round of these 3 races and win at any of them. The other, Steve, listen to this. I'm talking about Christopher Bell. Has the chance to win at every one of these. If he can't do that, he's going to point his way through.
Yeah, those are great picks, but I'm going Larson, Byron, Bell, and I think Denny Hamlin wins the championship. I think it's his time. It's time for him to punch that ticket.
For the record, when the playoffs started, you all 3 had Denny Hamlin in your championship.
Let's see if your predictions will come true.
I'm the only one that picked A.J. Allmendinger to win yesterday, too. I'll do this, and I'll do it for a fee at these casinos if these people want to hire me.
What do you call it? Nostradarty. There you go. That's what Brad calls himself. So
Nostradarty? I love that.
Championship 4. So does that mean the drivers are thinking you have to win in the next few weeks? We'll discuss that next as we get closer to the green flag here in Vegas.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I know
Christopher Bell's on pole today.
Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5
My pick to win today is Kyle Larson.
Breztri also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler.
What's up, Daniel Barry? How you doing?
It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Why did we choose Safelight? We're always working on a project while loading up our SUV. One extra push and crack. So we scheduled at Safelight.com. We were able to track our technician and knew exactly when he'd arrive. We could keep working. Safelight came to us.
Hi, I'm Kendrick.
With a replacement we could trust. That service the way we want it.
Schedule free mobile service now at Safelight.com.
Safelight Repair, Safelight Replace.
You like watching things get broken? Like barriers? Glass ceilings? records. In this playoff season, we're looking for you.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
IHOP?
I have not heard from Jaden yet today.
Weekdays are the new weekends with IHOP's House Faves menu. Only $6 Monday through Friday.
Hopefully he doesn't sleep through the start of the race.
Drowning in debt.
I had over $36,000 in debt. If I would have just made the minimum payments, it would have taken me 59 years to pay off.
National Debt Relief can significantly reduce the amount you owe.
National Debt Relief reduced my debt by over $27,000.
With National Debt Relief, you have a powerful team that knows how to talk to your creditors.
National Debt Relief, they got me out of debt.
Call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
Happy's Place is open for business. Drinks are in the house. No, they're not.
This woman is your sister? I thought you'd be older. And Irish.
Give her a chance. You are a good person.
Don't compliment me when I'm mad. My door is always open. Oh, not literally. I don't trust my neighbors.
Happy's Place, Friday on NBC and Peacock.
It's time to start the round of 8 of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. 3 races to decide who gets to be one of 4 drivers racing for the championship in Phoenix. CJ, we heard 2 drivers reference it. If you're a playoff driver, are you thinking you must win in this round to have a shot at the title?
Yeah, that's what they're all thinking. It's the fact that somebody's going to get in on points and be one of those. But winning is your guarantee to be racing for a championship.
You got to think, as a driver, that might change your mindset a little bit if you think you have to win. Time for today's pre-race ceremonies from Vegas.
Please rise as you're able, remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Nellis Air Force Base Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome longtime anchor of the Perspective Racing Network, Doug Rice.
Let us pray. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And we are glad in it. Glad to be here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway and celebrate with the South Point 400. We ask your blessings on all the fans watching on television, listening to the radio, and everyone in the stands, that this day brings you a measure of joy. Protect the drivers and the crews and the participants that make this race possible. We call out for your blessings on all those affected by Hurricane Helene and Milton. Please make their lives whole again. We are grateful for all the blessings we have received, both big and small, and all the ones that we are about to receive. Go with us today and give us the peace that only you can deliver. These things we ask in Christ Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome lead singer from the United States Navy Band Northwest's popular music group, Passage, Elizabeth Wetzel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of
First spot in the championship war is officially up for grabs. The round of 8 for the NASCAR Cup Series starts when we come back on NBC Sports.
It's going to be an eventful and entertaining racing ahead. Now we've got the GTD start coming. Sebring is away, and this is what we've come to expect and love from the street. Oh, he's off. That's a huge ball.
Driver King, full course yellow, let's place your car. Come on, boys.
Halloween night can be one of the busiest of the year.
No, you did.
You were bitten by a bat?
There's raining gas in there. One spark and this guy gets incinerated. She was dead when we pulled her from the river. We need way more.
Yeah, that would be crazy if any of us besides you won. But it is like a full season points format, so I feel like that's kind of like... It's not like, you know, it wouldn't be like, you know, Logano winning the 2018 title.
Cashless bail and defunding the police, releasing violent criminals into our communities and putting our families at risk. I'm voting for Brandon Williams. He's delivered millions for local law enforcement. Brandon Williams will keep America's...
We don't have Dom's starting spots yet, but we have everybody's picks. My pick to win today is Kyle Larson. Dom has Denny Hamlin, and Jaden has Tyler Reddick winning today. So, we don't have Dom's starting spots yet. I will give those to you when he texts me them. What is the stage breakdowns for today's race? Stages. Stage 1 is 80 laps, Stage 2 is 85 laps, and the final stage is 102 laps. Fuel is 62 to 67 laps, so you will have to pit under green in every stage if it goes green. But I would assume that they would just kind of split the stage in half, 40 laps or so.
And giving benefits to illegals is just stealing from those who paid in.
I'm supporting Mark.
I'm supporting Mark.
He looks out for us. I'm Mark Molinaro, and I approve this message.
Teen Vaping Crisis.
Tonight after football on NBC3.
There's some pre-race stuff still.
Countdown to Green is brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic. The South Point 400 starts a round of 8 for the NASCAR Cup Series as WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio points out Las Vegas and the NASCAR playoffs actually have a lot in common.
Renewal in Las Vegas. It's the perpetual spirit of a boom town with the Wild West at heart. A place where they body slam the past and blow up history for the promise of something better. Even a racetrack gets a redo. In the NASCAR playoffs...
Jaden, you should try to do one of these for the Xfinity, like an Xfinity onboard.
A trip to Sin City means all mistakes are forgiven for gamblers whose title don't seem done. Now they just need a little luck, with a few risks, and maybe a big bet. But bring a brawler's appetite for getting your knuckles bloody.
Kyle Busch and Joey Logano are in a fist fight here on pit road.
Like a folding chair out of nowhere.
Bubba Wallace has gone to confront Kyle Larson.
A driver can go from bust to the brink overnight. But in the playoff ring...
You need to scrape links next week, but you could try. Yeah. I don't know how you access that stuff, but apparently you know.
Springboarded himself to Phoenix and the championship. Time to let it ride in Vegas because rebirth is eternal in the desert. Welcome to the South Point 400.
Yeah, we're in a venue that is synonymous with big. That's what Vegas is all about. Championship opportunities. And what we'll see today in this spectacular venue is someone will let that championship slip through their fingers, but also someone will find it within grasp.
The playoffs have been all about survival for Denny Hamlin. DJ, can he find another level in these next 3 races?
I think he's motivated now. Brad put him in his final 4, so I think that's going to be a plus for him. But what we need to see is the Denny Hamlin and team that won 3 of the first 11 races.
So DJ stood up for Christopher Bell. Steve was barking, saying not enough people are talking about him. Do you agree that not enough people are paying attention to Bell?
Throughout these playoffs, Christopher Bell has averaged a 6th place finish, which is the leader amongst all of these playoff drivers. Absolutely. He is lights out fast, and he will be tough to catch today.
DJ, when a two-time champion gets new playoff life, what does that mean for the rest of the playoff field and Joey Logano? Okay, you let a man in that knows how to get to the front and get a win. Watch a late race restart. Joey Logano's the man to keep your eye on. Gonna be fun. Who races for a title in 3 weeks in Phoenix? Let's get the engines fired here in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Please welcome UNLV head football coach, Barry Odom.
Las Vegas, welcome to the sports capital of the world. Drivers, start your engines.
Woo! Engines are fired, baby. Jaden, I wouldn't even want that. I would not even want that. That's just not fair. That's not even respecting the sanctity of racing at that point.
We're gonna find out. When we come back, we're going green.
$498, $499, $500.
Let's go heavy. Looking strong, Nick.
Last night, Red One was abducted. You're gonna help us find him.
Santa Claus has been kidnapped? You can't trust this guy. He's on the list. Is a naughty lister? Naughty lister? Whoever took Nick, they're extremely dangerous. We got snowmen!
See, at least if he did that, that would be like,
So disturbing.
at least it's kind of impressive to be able to wreck the whole field
November 15th.
Why did we choose Safelight? We were loading our SUV
without wrecking
when
yourself.
crack. Safelight came right to us, and we could see exactly when they'd arrive. With the replacement we could trust.
Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
Safelight repair, Safelight replace.
You like watching things get broken? Like barriers, glass ceilings, and records. In this playoff season, we're looking for you.
See, the thing is, though, if Kyle Busch did like do like an Austin Dillon to win a race, he probably would just actually take the win away because he's not even in the playoffs. So it's like it wouldn't even be a punishment just to take off like the points, you know?
We're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Welcome aboard. The greatest squares in the universe have come together to create the Wendy's Krabby Patty Collab Burger. Ready to learn more? I'm ready. It has Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and a secret Krabby Collab sauce. Tell me more. The patty is, wait for it, square. Such perfection. Now I'm ready. For the Krabby Patty Collab meal you're craving, gotta be Wendy's. Order up.
Why did we choose Safelight? We were loading our SUV when crack. Safelight came right to us, and we could see exactly when they'd arrive. With the replacement we could trust.
Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
Safelight repair, Safelight replace.
I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I went to sleep at fucking 9 a.m.
Words evoke so many colorful thoughts. You think of the world-famous strip, the lights, the shows, and of course the sport. And this weekend it plays a crucial role in the playoffs for the Nascar Cup Series Championship. There is nowhere on earth where risk-reward is on display more. And
I have not purchased the Krabby Patty yet.
Those key drivers in the round of 8. NBC Sports welcomes you to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is the South Point 400. And it's in the low 70s here in Vegas. It is a beautiful day, Marty Snyder, to go racing, especially in the playoffs.
I got the Cookie Crunch
For the NASCAR Cup Series, just
M&Ms.
4 chances to earn a seat at the championship table in Phoenix. For 8 teams, a year's worth of work comes down to these next 4 races. And drivers will tell you, other than racing for the title, the race today is the most important of the playoffs. Because if you can win, it buys you an extra 2 weeks to just focus.
Still have not received Dom's starting spots yet.
In the last 6 years, the winner of this race has gone on to win the Cup Series championship. So Dylan Welch, the
there's a lot riding on the next 400 miles.
And Marty, the 8 drivers that remain with a shot at this championship are maybe the toughest 8 in the history of this playoff format. That leads to high-level competition, and everything has to be perfect. On track, it's in the driver's hands, but in the pits, these pit crews can make a difference, both good and bad. Pressure and how you execute on that pressure extends to every single team member for the next 4 weeks, Cam.
Well, Dylan, just like in City, the Vegas race is one where the stakes are high, but the payoff can be really, really big. The playoff teams, well, they are all in to win today because of that advantage Marty spoke about. An extra 2 weeks to prepare. Every playoff team I talked to said that you have to be as close to perfect as possible. There is nowhere to hide in this round. When we talk this racetrack, though, Tyler Reddick put it best in Countdown to Green. You're on the edge of out of control. Vegas is all about risk versus reward. The round of 8 starts right now.
And last weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway on the Roval, it was so gripping. It was so tense. Who was in? Who was out? We now know what the answer is. We reset the points. Here we go with the round of 8. Dylan Welsh mentioned earlier, Steve, talking about the quality and the caliber of this 8. They're good. You got to be good to get here. Is this group collectively great?
Well, a city built on gambling. If you're looking for a long shot, you got the wrong group, because there's not a long shot in the group. This is the who's who. The last 4 champions are in this 8. 177 career wins, 22 this year. These 8 drivers all have a pathway forward. They all have the talent and the skill required to get it done.
All right, this place isn't an easy one, right? It's difficult, and especially restarts. Tell us what we should watch for today.
Conviction and commitment. That is Las Vegas Motor Speedway. A high-speed mile-and-a-half. Turns 1 and 2. Has a lot of character. Bumps down bottom. Grip up top. You go to turns 3 and 4, the other end of the racetrack. And we're going to see 2 and 3 wide racing. I love this style racetrack. This is kind of quintessential NASCAR. This is it. Your horsepower, your downforce, your strategy, your pit crew, it will all be on display.
All right, let's show you how they line up today as we take a look at the starting grid brought to you by South Point. And for the 3rd time this year, Christopher Bell and his Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota sits on the pole position, shares that front row with fellow playoff driver in Tyler Reddick. And speaking of playoff drivers, there's another one on the 2nd row. It's Denny Hamlin. Let's see if we can have a chat with Denny. Dial him up, Steve.
So we can get the 11 on the radio here. Hey, DH, it's Letarte and the guys in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, for a sports fan, there's nothing like the postseason, so take me behind the wheel for the athlete. What's it like here in the round of 8?
Well, first of all, it's good to be here. You know, certainly not the beginning of the playoffs that we planned for, but, you know, we're now in the sweet spot for this 11 team, and certainly believe that we beat some contenders today.
Well, now that you're here, let's talk about moving forward. What's the mindset with this group of 8 drivers? I know the math says it's not a must-win, but do you drive like it is a need win to advance?
I think you still got to manage it, you know, smartly. I don't think you can throw just caution to the wind. But, you know, your situation is going to evolve throughout the day. So just managing that, seeing what you got, and then going for it when you need to.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. I know the fans do. Good luck. We'll be tuning in and watching.
Copy.
Manage that race, as Denny Hamlin says, and how will he manage it? Just a pleasure to be here. We've got time to check in on pit road one more time before we go racing here in Vegas. Kick us off, Marty.
Lee, nobody had a more consistent round of 12 than William Byron, who never finished worse than 3rd. His crew chief, Rudy Fugel, told me they no doubt have momentum on the 2014.
We're going to have some AM racing, technically, because it's
Las Vegas. They've won at Martinsville. And when I asked Fugel
in Vegas, they're 3 hours behind. It's going to be like 10 minutes or so of racing in the morning.
Round of 8, and they're hoping to parlay this momentum into a 2nd straight championship for berth, Dylan.
Well, Marty, Joey Logano and the 22 team were the beneficiaries of the Alex Bowman disqualification last week. Now they have a chance to race for a championship, and that's bad news for the rest of the field. This group feels very confident about the tracks they'll see.
Imagine if Logano wins the title now.
And again, while a lot do feel like this race is huge, it is. Crew Chief Paul Wolf says it is not a must-win for the 22 team today. They don't plan to take any huge risks. If the win is on offer, obviously they'll go for it, but good stage points and a a top 5 would be all the 22 needs today, Cam.
Well, Chase Elliott was the worst qualifier of the playoff drivers, besides Ryan Blaney, who didn't get to lay down a qualifying lap. He starts in the 18th position, and Chase and the team weren't sure what exactly went wrong during qualifying, but felt like they had a really good qualifying race.
Jesus.
Gustafson told me they're confident enough in the car's pace that they expect to earn stage points in the first stage. So, what will the biggest challenge be where they're starting? Getting a good read of the car's balance, because Alan said it will drive significantly different deep in traffic. And Marty, all of these playoff drivers, they have to get through the pole sitter, Christopher Bell.
Yeah, and as crew chief Adam Stevens sitting on top of the pit box, you guys won the pole, Adam, but you became the first team to not select pit stall number 1 after winning the pole this year. Why did you choose pit stall 6?
It's just a nuance of Vegas. You know, we've had the pole here, as you mentioned, a couple times before, and just didn't really have good exits for pit stall 1 and lost spots on pit road, and told myself leaving that I wasn't going to do that again, and here we are with the pole, and we didn't do it.
So let's talk about the playbook today for you as a crew chief. It would seem fairly straightforward, but is it a little more wide open than it will look at from the appearances?
It all depends on how the cautions fall. I think if the race is largely green, it's going to be pretty straightforward, but early stage cautions and late stage cautions can really flip the field.
So we'll see how this strategy works out. An interesting selection on pit road, not taking pit stall number 1 lead. Again, the first pole sitter this year to not make that move.
And Stevie, what do you make of that choice?
Well, I looked at that. I thought it was a little curious, and then I found out, well, the last 3 winners here at Las Vegas came from pit stall 6. So don't fight the data. Let the data support you. I like Adam Stevens looking for every advantage possible.
We'll see how that works out for the driver of the 20, the Rheem Toyota, throughout the course of today's 267 laps. Look at this weather we have here for the fall race in Vegas. And the Toyota Camry XSE.
Did people forget it was race day? 21% have AJ. Yeah, that's a little weird.
And the honorary pace car driver is Katie Grimes, silver medalist
Yeah, that's
in the
weird.
400-meter IM at the Paris Games. We like to do this each and every race where we take you inside the world of one of the teams for a last moment pep talk. Well, it could not have been more tense and more...
No, he is in the race. SVG's, or AJ, you meant. AJ's not in the race.
They did everything they had to do, and then with the disqualification of Bowman, they're in the round of 8. Let's go inside and let's have a listen.
Hi, boys. Back to the next round here. We know what we got to do from here. It's going to have to be perfect. Next 3 races. Good luck in there. Got it. We're ready. Have some fun. Everybody do their job. Execute.
It's a long season, Diff, and drivers, crew chiefs have so many distractions. 28 days, 4 weeks. You have 4 weeks to become a NASCAR champ. For someone like Joey Logano, a multi-time champ, it would be his 3rd. Let's see who can get the round started off correctly.
The South Point 400.
Alrighty. And green flag is in the air. We are racing from Las Vegas.
Great start, Christopher Bell.
You see what we talked about in the pre-race, already 2 and 3 wide further back in the pack. Trying to make ground. That's Chase Elliott, that white car all the way up against the wall. 10 rows back.
Last mile and a half track, Elliott started last after an issue and worked his way through the field to a respectable finish. So with that in mind, just a few races ago, let's see what he can do.
And now the nerves, the anticipation of being the playoff settled in for the drivers. It's about getting the job done. 3 wide, that's the 24 of William Byron, kind of green and black and yellow there on the bottom. Joey Logano, that bright 22 Pennzoil car in the middle.
Alex Bowman, the bright purple Ally Chevrolet, sits third. What must he be thinking? Was in the playoffs, and with the car being some 17 pounds light in post-race inspection, was DQ'd, and his playoffs dream and year ended last weekend after the Roval was finished. So all he can do now is go out with, fueled by a little bit of frustration and anger, and go out and get a race win.
Logano drops to the bottom right there off the right front fender. That's the 77 of Carson Hocevar. And impressing this year, the 21-year-old continues to run well each and every week, running 8, has all the talent, but he's young, inexperienced. I think some of the veterans have a little bit of nervous energy running around the 77 car.
Unfront speeds are on board for Joey Logano. Let's go for a little ride. We'll check back in with that. There's Hocevar with the 19 of Martin Truex Jr.
It just feels different, doesn't it, Diff? I mean, we're 4 laps in, but this feels different than the last round. The playoff cars are high
6 in the top 10 to start this race. Solid performances in qualifying. They're ready for it. You've heard every one of the playoff drivers tell you, this is different now. Let's watch the 77, the Delaware Live Chevy. Spire Motorsports' Carson Hocevar gets up. Ooh.
This is just a requirement of trying to stay in the gas. You can't just lift to lose momentum. With a nerve-wracking position if you're the 19 or the 22. You see the 77 now losing a spot to the 24. How about Chase Elliott attacking right now that white with the blue 9 on the roof, already up 6 spots. This is a driver that has been the model of consistency, but maybe not the firepower of all the playoff drivers. He's the one with only 1 win. Every other playoff driver has multiple wins. Chase knows that it's time to be better than average, better than middle of the pack or middle of the top 10. He's going to look for those wins.
Starting 37 and has made up 6 positions. Let's find the 12. The reigning series champion in that Menards Ford for Team Penske. Here he is, Ryan Blaney.
This is a deep breath.
Ryan Blaney's, yeah, he had to start in the rear after a crash yesterday in practice.
Thank all of Team Penske for preparing this car. Don't try to make it up in the first 7 laps, Marty, right? Take a breath. Know what you are. You're the reigning champ.
Blaney's up 8. Elliott's up 7 spots since the start. Chris Buescher's up 5 spots.
Listen, don't worry about stage 1 points. If we can get there by stage 2, that's fantastic. You mentioned all the work, Steve. They stayed until 9 p.m. last night, came in at 6:30 this morning to finish getting this car ready. And then a little simple radio transmission from Tim Feeder with a spotter to the crew chief, Jonathan Nascar. He said, no rubs on the car. Steve, when you have 0 laps on the car, how important is that little bit of information to say, hey, you got it right. We're not having any issues so far.
Yeah, Marty, you build so many cars.
Dom never sent me his starting spots, but if he does, I'll let you know.
In the race, this is that accident, flat left rear tire, and a very hard hit on the driver's side. But just because you think you can prepare a car for the racetrack doesn't mean that everything will go smooth. So you definitely, your nerves are settled to know that the car's out there and no obvious mechanical issues.
There is a little bit of magic in television, but there's a lot of hard work. Just ask our man, the mayor, Jeff Burton, has had to come from down trackside all the way up here to the top of the stands. Welcome, mate.
A little bit of a sprint, but nothing compared to what these guys are having to do out here. It's warm here, it's slick. You can see the cars sliding around. Today's going to be a test. It is a wide racetrack, but it is not a racetrack with a ton of grip, Steve.
Jeff, you were just amongst them, amongst the competitors down on pit road. I told Lee here, I feel like it has a different feel. Only 10 laps in, you can tell where we're at in the playoffs. Did you feel that on pit road?
There's no question. You can see it in faces. You can see it in crew members' faces. You walk by, pit crews getting warmed up before the race. You see the nervous energy that they have. It's go time. You make it happen now, or you'll
What a legend.
Who wants to be a champion?
I just saw that video that you sent me of Kyle Busch signing that fans hat. That's awesome.
To stay in the playoffs, Martin Truex Jr. now down to his final 4 races.
How about the stats of these 8 drivers? We mentioned 177 wins, but 61% of the laps. They've led over 60% of the laps run. Some, you know, everyone loves an underdog. Of course, it's a great story. But every once in a while, Div, I don't want an underdog. Every once in a while, I want a toe-to-toe heavyweight battle. Yeah. I want to see punches traded. And I think that's what we're going to get for this entire round.
Speaking of that head-to-head with the big names, early this season there was a lot of aggravation. There was a lot of talk, and from both camps. We have not seen these two on track very often in the second half of the season. Note these two being Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson.
Unfortunately, that stat doesn't bode as well for Hamlin because Larson's kind of held up his end, winning a couple races already in the playoffs. You heard Denny even mention it. I asked him what it was like to be in the postseason.
Nice to be here.
Nice to be here. I mean, that tells you that these first 6 races have just been abnormal for the 11 car. Their approach, their execution, such a methodical group. But the other thing I heard, I know Denny very well. I've been around him for years. There's not a lot of lightheartedness. He answered the questions. He was very, nice and cordial to the fans that tuned in. But he was very focused. He obligated the interview, but he was ready to get going.
Kyle Larson has had 6 wins this season. 5 of them have come since Denny Hamlin won his last race. That was at Dover, round 11 earlier this year. Denny would love nothing better than to get a win here in Vegas. However, it's one of his JGR teammates out in front to the tune of almost 1.5 seconds. Bell the man.
Let's review. We're not going to talk about traffic or weather. If anyone brings up lawn care, I will handle it. Hosting can be extremely difficult for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Ooh, are you done with this? I'll just take that.
Okay. He's still drinking.
Oh, look what the cat...
Nope. Let's try again. You wouldn't mind? It gets ugly. You can either take it off, or I'll take it off. Yeah.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
You love to take it.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Delicioussement.
Save on any occasion with the Fun 99 menu. Grab 3 of your favorite entrees for under $6, or choose a dinner for 2 for under $10. Create the fun you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Valvoline Restore and Protect.
Got 15 people in here. Thank you, guys.
Innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then, I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Now, that's what I call the voice. The Power Pack collection of coaches you can't get enough of.
For Rizzle.
Chart toppers Reba, Bublé, Quinn, and Snoop.
The best coach is the D-O-double-G.
Get all your favorite coaches in one place, but don't call now. They're not on cassette. Only available on NBC.
Starstruck, get in where you fit in.
The Voice, tomorrow, now on NBC and Peacock.
Fans loving the Nascar Cup Series playoffs from Las Vegas. Our broadcast brought to you by South Point 400. And we are not too far, about 20 minutes or so drive from the Strip. And our aerial coverage showing you the distance from the track to downtown Vegas, brought to you by our aerial coverage, brought to you by Traveller Whiskey, as we welcome you back. Already 20 laps in the books. Christopher Bell here earlier this year in the spring had a right rear go down on him early, lap 8, and his day, in his words, kind of went away from him from there. Well, he's far exceeded that point. Jeff going lap 21 now, and he is clearly out in front, increasing his lead, and you know what, he's less than probably a third of a lap from lapping the back of the field.
Yeah, he's flying. He's about a half a second faster than the guys running in 11th, 12th, 13th. So he's almost a second faster than some of the guys in the back. And when you're a race car driver and you have that much pace, it feels great. You have comfort, you can be aggressive, you can drive the car, it makes grip, and it just keeps telling you, drive me harder, and that's what you want as a race car driver. And it just makes lap time, and you can make others' days miserable when you're this fast.
So the man doing the chasing in the 45, Tyler Reddick. Highly eventful Roval last weekend. This is going more to plan so far, Marty.
Well, you mentioned it, Lee. What an incredible performance by this entire team to get Reddick even into the round of 8. They looked like they were in trouble in that race, but they worked on the car, and Billy Scott made an incredible call late in the race to put new tires on Reddick, and Reddick had to earn it. And Billy told me this morning, he said, the interesting part about that I didn't think about is the confidence that gave Tyler Reddick. He's the one who made that happen. We put him on offense, and he delivered. And when you can deliver for Michael Jordan, that's a big thing. MJ is here in Las Vegas today.
Hey, Michael Jordan.
Right behind Billy Scott. He is sitting on pit wall, taking in everything going into turn 1, Dylan.
Denny Hamlin has lost just one spot since the start of this race. A small detail that may help Hamlin in the race car, just given from his crew chief, Chris Gabehart, on the radio.
Brake pedal or gas pedal. Try not to use both.
Using both like that can sometimes impact the balance of the race car. Chris Lambert, the spotter from up on the rim,
a start. So productive, so promising. And Chase's words leading into this weekend and to the round of 8 said, if you get to this point, you really know that it's on. It's game on from here out. So he's surging forward. So too is Ryan Blaney, who started at the back of the field. And let's have a listen to some recent radio.
One at a time, we're good here. Blocking for 20th. A little bit tight. Traffic.
He always makes me laugh. He's frustrated because they're blocking. That's what they do all the way through the field, right, Jeff? I mean, they're racing as hard back here as they do up front.
I'd say they race harder back here, but a great start for this 12 car. You know, no practice. Had to rely on the setup for the 22 car. A little bit of adjustment based on the different drivers, but you know, to roll out of here and be 20th takes a ton of pressure off of them from Bell's pace. Bell is so fast. If they weren't right, then Bell could come around and actually put them in jeopardy of being a lap down. And really, that's what this part of the race is about for this team, is just moving forward and not putting themselves in a position that they got to make up too much.
Ryan mentioned earlier in Countdown to Green, look, it's going to be pretty hard to get up there and get stage points. Certainly in the first stage, we'll do our best. Well, in a position to get stage points is that number 9. That Napa Chevy of Chase Elliott. Phenomenal performance, gone past his teammate William Byron and just keeps surging forward. Bell, Reddick, Bowman, Larson, Hamlin, the top 5. Joey Logano doing well in 6th. Then you pick up Ross Chastain in the bright blue Trackhouse Chevy. But nobody has done anything at the moment. For Christopher Bell, leading, has led every lap, and he's 2.5 seconds out in front.
We've come a long way together. From dirt tracks to super speedways and every track in between. Never backing down, pushing boundaries, and giving it everything we've got. Yeah, we've come a long way. But there's still a lot more road to run. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor. So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings? On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try a scene where you go get your own.
Can we get some more lemon pepper wings in this scene?
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too.
Ooh, good note.
Have your people call my people.
Ally has savings buckets to help you save for anything you want to buy. Because everyone has something they're saving for. Like that new car. Or a fancy vacation. Or party supplies. Your delivery budget. Or even the down payment on your dream home. Our savings buckets help you save for what matters most to you.
With so much great entertainment out there, wouldn't it be easier if you could find what you want? All in one place?
My favorites.
Get Xfinity Stream Saver with Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Peacock included for only $15 a month.
Alright, so Dom finally sent his starting spots. It was 19 and 24. So that was...
Gotta hand it to the tortilla. That sucker's holding on for dear life. Get yours with $1.85.
Bubba Wallace and Chase Briscoe.
For 8 remaining drivers, what matters is the moment.
This is a pressure cooker situation.
Steeled focus on detail. Driven by heart. And the resolve to make a run for the ages. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Miami on NBC.
Lap 33, green flag pit stops. Joey Logano already done with his service, and he was too free to charge. 4 tires and fuel, Kim.
Larson finished on his stuff. He did make a chassis adjustment, said too tight to take off. 4 tires Sunoco fuel, Marty.
William Byron made no progress, Ken, and has his hands full with the handling. So the car is a little bit too tight. He can't feel the fronts, but also the rears are slipping as well. Fairly significant adjustments here for the 24.
So yes, people are pitting. They're coming off pit road right now. A little bit earlier than I expected some of them to pit, but some of them could still pit closer to that lap 40 mark.
Brett Keselowski was the first to dive to pit road. And then that larger group came the very next lap. Here's the focus. Here's the pressure. The man untouched.
All right, so here comes Bell to pit road.
Bell and this Ring Toyota.
So Christopher Bell, the leader, is pitting on lap 36.
Taking that number 1 pit stall. Taking number 6.
Get fresh tires.
As well.
Fill up that fuel.
And talk to the crew for the 20 team. Asked if there was more or less pressure. They said more pressure taking pit stall 6 because there's not that built-in advantage that you usually get from stall 1. We'll see how they perform here. Right now, Christopher Bell said it fired up absolutely perfect. Looking for a fast stop here as they take 4 fresh Goodyear tires. So go fuel, Marty.
Official pit work. Blaney back in traffic, but up on positions. You see there, Blaney right there. Chase Elliott right in front. Remember, Blaney started dead last on the field in a backup car. This 12 car has had a really nice time. Currently staying on the racetrack.
So green flag stops are cycling through right now. Ryan Blaney actually has the lead. So he started in the back and now has made his way all the way to the front.
Deciding to run a little bit long here. Let's take a look at the 9 pulling out right in front of the 43. Stuck by.
He had to start all the way back in last place, 37th.
They're just going to go to the middle.
Jimmy Johnson's in last place right now. It's sad. Or now he's in 36th.
Who's a lap down to Blaney. You want to get up here and unlap yourself in case a caution does come out. So Hamlin going to try to make short work of this 12th car and older tires. And does so. Promising start for Hamlin here in Vegas. It's been solid. As he mentioned, if you weren't with us right at the top of the show, he told Steve, when Steve radioed in, he said, hey, it's a pleasure to be here. Nice to be here. Now we know what we've got to do.
Hamlin had a slow stop, running 15th at the moment.
As the round of 8 begins.
We're halfway through the first stage here at Las Vegas.
Right, so how far can Blaney go? I think this lap. I think right here he's going to come. This is 40 dead in the middle. I would imagine it's just a math equation for those guys. They're going to run 40 laps on each set of
Here comes
tires.
Blaney.
Not come early.
He's pitting. I think he will lead this lap, right?
You put 40 on each. That's the most efficient way to run 2 sets. Now, a lot of other things go into it. So right here, he's going to come down pit road, have his pit stop. Assuming everything's smooth, he'll lose time to the guys that pitted early, hoping to make it up on, say, the last 10 laps of this stage. Marty.
Yeah, Steve, Jonathan Hassler told me this morning he would play it fairly down the middle, and he does it exactly down the middle. Here's the stage 1 in terms of early strategy. You heard the radio transmission, Blaney saying when he was in traffic, the car was a little bit too tight, but the encouraging thing for the 12 team, once he got the lead air, he said actually became fairly neutral, and he got more happy with it the longer he ran. We'll see where this longer strategy by Jonathan Hassler cycles out Ryan Blaney.
Well, we're going to find out where it cycles out at the end of the stage.
Do you know who's retiring?
Him in the near term.
I know,
so
Truex is retiring.
20th position pre-pit stop. As he accelerates here around this livery apron, Jeff, you and I gave it a feel in the pace car earlier. Who do we got right there? It looks like the 47 of Stenhouse. Yeah, the 47 of Stenhouse just to his outside. So Stenhouse running in 23rd. It's only going to cost him 2 or 3 spots on the racetrack. Now Blaney, with 4 or 5 lap fresher tires, should start to go on the offense. It might take a lap to get up to temperature, and then he should be good to go forward. See how far he can climb with 38 laps to go in this opening stage.
He's all right there. He got down on the apron of the racetrack. Some of that's just low air pressure. The car kind of squirms around a little bit. It doesn't steer exactly straight. So when he turned, the car probably turned better than he thought it was going to. Got the left sides on that apron.
If you went with us yesterday, Blaney suffered a practice crash.
Watch this.
Have a look at this moment again on the inside of Stenhouse.
You see right there. He's got the car just off of the racetrack. You see the car start bouncing around. And now the tires are starting to come in, Steve. We saw this with the 12 car. Actually, all the Penske
Patriots lost this morning. I actually didn't watch it because, like I said, I didn't sleep last night, so I went to bed at like 9 a.m. They were playing in London today.
So the 20 of Christopher Bell into turn 3 right now. Blaney off turn 4. So he's not in danger of going a lap down at the moment. And with better tires, I would assume going to outrun the 20 in overall pace. Right now he wants to use what's in front of him. Look at all that clear racetrack, Jeff. As a crew chief, this is where I need you. Passing's hard enough, but when we have air on the nose of our car, I need to make lap time to make sure we finish this on the lead lap.
And look, you're always trying as hard as you can as a driver to go as fast as you can. But Steve, I like to know the strategy also. Hey, we pitted a little bit later, and here's why we did it. So here's what I need from you. To make this work, I need you to execute on this.
22nd position at the moment, and trying to search for it. Practice crash yesterday in the round of 8, the reigning series champion after 7 DNFs this season. It's a remarkable story in and of itself that the champ is still here, and that speaks to the determination and the drive of the 12 team. Advantage for this guy remains the same, about 2.5 seconds. It's been a great day so far for Christopher Bell.
Take a load up, man.
That's my team out there.
Take
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
Or the mission won't.
That's why we partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
Can I please get a big from you? It's a chicken Big Mac. A chicken Big Mac? That's not a Big Mac.
It's not
a Big Mac. The chicken Big Mac. Get it while you can. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're so much more than just.
I tried the chicken Big Mac. It was actually pretty good. You take a load for free? Yeah, Jaden. Only Dom's though.
Versatile, durable.
Only Dom's load. No, only Dom's load.
COPD hasn't been pretty. It's tough to breathe and tough to keep wondering if this is as good as it gets. But Trelegy has shown me that there's still beauty and breath to be had. Because with 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open and prevents future flare-ups. And with 1 dose a day, Trelegy improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful.
Have these places open for business! Drinks are in the house! No, they're not! This woman is your sister? I thought you'd be older. And Irish.
Give her a chance. You are a good person.
Don't compliment me when I'm mad. My door is always open. Oh, not literally. I don't trust my neighbors.
Happy's Place, Friday on NBC and Peacock. A reminder that Xfinity delivers the fastest connection to every NASCAR race, and you can enjoy ultra-low lag streaming and wall-to-wall Wi-Fi coverage from green flag to checkered. Best seat in the house, Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. Lots of good stuff here in Vegas, that's for sure. Lots of fun to be had. It's not so much fun right now for the Yahoo number 11 of Denny Hamlin. He's down 9 positions from his starting spot, and a lot of that goes down to his first pit stop.
Dom says that he's down to give me a load on my face.
Conservative. He's at least 3 or 4 feet short of his mark. These pit boxes are known to be slippery, Jeff. I'm sure he's protecting against that. Slow right front hang, and then the problem is now we go to the left rear, and we have trouble on the left rear as well. 14 seconds costs the 11 car 4 or 5 seconds. Basically 8 spots on the racetrack. There you go. There's the split difference. A little slower out of the driver. Quite a
bit slower in the pit stop. Overall, multiple seconds lost to race leader Christopher Bell.
So, Denny's on the drive to try and make that up on track. That one hurts as we welcome in our Hall of Famer, DJ Dale Jarrett, Brad Doherty from JTG Doherty Racing. Fellas, what have you observed so far? What's caught your eye?
I'm starting to think that this 11 team just hates stage points. They find every way possible to, in these first two stages of the last, I'd say 7-8 races at least, to find a way to find themselves outside of that top 10, Brad, not getting anything out of this.
Yeah, the mistakes that we saw earlier this year makes mistakes on a mile-and-a-half racetrack similar to they lost the opportunity to gather these valuable points. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. The other thing I got, DJ, though, is I'm watching Blaney and I'm watching Christopher Bell. I mean, he is a straightaway behind him. All this room on this racetrack, this clean air. I mean, what's the chances he runs him down and puts him a lap down?
Well, he had a little help from some lap cars, or cars between himself and Christopher Bell there, and Bell got hung up just a little bit, so he actually gained a little bit more there. But Bell is so fast when they get out in clean air. But for the last 10 laps of the run, Blaney should have the pressure tires that Steve was explaining there a while ago.
Good stuff. Thanks, guys. So Bell's lead still hovers around that 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 second mark over Tyler Reddick. That's been unchanged pretty much all race long. Where is Blaney? He's got back to 20th. So a couple of positions further gained. This drive from the back of the field through after the practice crash yesterday.
And I really believe with 24 laps to go, these fresher tires, remember Jonathan Hassler ran all the way to lap 40. The majority of the field pitted between 30, 30, and 36, so call it 7 to 4 laps fresher depending on his opponent. I think you're going to really see the dividends in the last 15 laps of this stage. So as Blaney stays patient right here, catches his buddy Bubba Wallace, who didn't put up much of a fight earlier. I don't expect him to put up much of a fight here.
Well, Blaney's pace, he's running 30-70s, Bell's running 30-70s. Bell's fastest on racetrack, Blaney's second fastest on racetrack. So, to your point, Steve, obviously the 12 car is fast, but also he has a little fresher tire.
That's hard to do. Starting last and staying on the lead lap in the first stage, Marty, very difficult.
But they're doing it so far, Steve. And Hassler said this morning, hey, listen, stage 1, I know we're not going to get stage points in that stage, but if we can get stage points in stage 2 and finish top 10 today, I'll call this a good day. And Blaney said something interesting at the beginning of this run. He said, if I push any harder, it makes me lose. And then Hassler said, hey, then don't push. The long run is our strength, and they're certainly showing that speed. Meanwhile, William Byron, sitting in 11th right now, came on the radio a moment ago and had this to say to Reedy Fugel.
I don't have any front tires, man. I'm trying. There you are. Let's stay locked in.
So I think the big point here for William Byron, Lee right now, he is outside the top 10, so he would not get stage points, and that's coming up quick. 21 laps to go here in stage 1.
And from where Williams running around about there in comparison to Blaney, you know, trying to pick his way forward, there's about 10 seconds. So Blaney is about 10 seconds away from...
Don't worry, Jaden. Dom will be giving me a load right on my face after the stream today.
He said, I have no front tires, meaning he turns down into the corner and the front doesn't want to track like he wants. This is the racetrack that normally builds freer. So as you run, the balance goes the other direction. The rear tires start to lose grip. The front turn into being more positive. As you see the 24 attacking the 19, the balance swing, Jeff, might be coming Byron's direction.
The drivers exaggerate just a touch. He has that way there.
Put that on the record. I want that cut.
Well, this is good. This is a good, hard fight for stage points. 20 to go in the opening stage, and William Byron digging deep. Rudy Fugel said earlier this week, you know, we have such a great team, such a great group of people. The decision-making and the execution, we're in this to win, and it all begins today in this round of 8. And it begins very much with getting those all-important stage points.
And also, if you look at the top 10, you know, we have 5 drivers that are not in the playoffs in the top 10, and they are going to take stage points. Bowman having a good day after that exceptionally disappointing week last week. Bowman did a great job in the playoffs and just got knocked out, not of his doing. But bringing the intensity to this race, and that's hard to do, Steve, to be that disappointed and still come and compete against these guys in the playoffs.
Well, the flip side, we think about Chase Briscoe in that 14 car, made that great move at Darlington to win and get into the playoffs. Well, now they're eliminated, and just even here in Las Vegas, removing equipment on the green flag cycle, and now he's 2 laps down to the field.
Oh! Caution. Oh, man. Austin Dillon took a hard hit.
Getting into turn 3.
Caution is out on lap 64. Austin Dillon, that looks hard. Window net is down. That is good, but, I mean...
On the radio, the window net's down. He says, I'm all right.
He said he's all right.
But it was, see, we talk about it all the time. That was back there in 27th, and it's fierce racing back there.
17 to go in the stage. To your point, you know, Jeff, you pass a guy, you think he's going to check up and let you into the corner or anything like that, and you see contact, but maybe we take for granted just how fast this track is. Look at the damage on the right front of that car. Completely shortened up. Great.
Austin Dillon's out of the car. He's walking. That's good.
Something happened. I think Austin Dillon has an opinion on somebody.
I want to see that replay.
That was big, and here it is. It's the shots in the distance a little bit. Wow.
Damn, man.
Oh, boy.
So that was almost a 33-minute green flag run to start the race.
They were all racing to try to be the first car 1 lap down, and it was really intense back there, and I'm not sure, you know, Daniel and Austin are buddies. You know, they get along well off the racetrack. I'm sure that wasn't intentional or something more of that story.
Sometimes it's like the hockey fight, Biff. Yeah, you kind of got to go back and look at all 64 laps to see if there's something else. Maybe it's just a mistake, Jeff, or maybe it's frustration that builds. It's hard to tell from that angle, but great to see Austin Dillon. It was a big week for Austin Dillon. He owns one of those PBR teams. They were actually out here in Las Vegas as well. I ran into him in one of the hotels, and that's all he wanted to talk about. He was excited. He was looking forward to this race, looking forward to the entire weekend. He's going to be very frustrated to know he's the first out.
Carolina Cowboys.
Carolina Cowboys.
And think about their year. Won Richmond, you know, in that very controversial finish. It was taken away from him in regard to being able to use it to move himself into the playoffs, and had a dominating car and didn't get it done. And that was a major blow to Richard Childress Racing and Austin Dillon.
All right, there's 2 sides to every story. Let's go inside the South Point Chevy to hear Hemrick Radio.
Jesus. I'm watching me get in the corner. But at the bottom, he's going to miss it. Yeah, 10-4. We'll go over it later. Definitely was back and forth in SMT2.
I was watching him watch me. I don't know. I guess they were racing, and he felt like he went in and blocked. It's hard to say from that, but obviously there's going to be some more conversations. I don't believe this is going to be the last of this.
Yeah. You see it. Entering turn 3. It's just very odd.
Damn, man. Such a hard hit.
It's that time of year, though, Diff.
I mean, he's out and walking. I just always get so concerned, especially with this next gen, man.
Fights on pit road. People get toward the end of the year, and the disappointments of the year are all there. They're all trying to make something happen. None of them are having a great day. They're running 26th, 27th, 28th. Frustrations go high.
All right, we're early on. Stage 1 in Las Vegas. Where are you putting your chips? Are you putting your chips on pit road? I mean, strategy would say come to pit road, get some fresher tires, and run these last, say, 12 to 13 laps. But it's not the same answer for everyone. The leaders have about 30 laps on their tires. New tires are going to be better. But Blaney, who pitted a little bit later, running 19th, is this a gamble he takes to get track position? So as pit road continues to be closed while they clean up the 3, we're going to have to just wait and see the decisions made by these teams.
You want the stage points or the track position? We'll see.
Yes, I want both.
What is Aaron Rodgers thinking? Maybe he's thinking controversy. Been there. Overcoming the odds. Done that. Or maybe he's thinking about these guys. Because Sunday, he'll need to have answers. Jets, Steelers, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
Tonight, America's most dangerous criminals are back out on our streets, thanks to radical Democrats Kathy Hochul and John Mannion. Democrats support cashless bail and defunding the police, releasing violent criminals into our communities and putting our families at risk. I'm voting for Brandon Williams. He's delivered millions for local law enforcement. Brandon Williams will keep America's most wanted behind bars where they belong.
I'm Brandon Williams, and I approve this message.
Brandon Williams' false attacks are dirty politics at its worst. These women are actually stock photographs from South Africa, and an independent investigation proved the claims false. Anyone who knows John Mannion knows he's a good man. It's Brandon Williams who abused his employees.
I've in every relationship here, every single thing. You understand me?
He's a hypocritical MAGA extremist who will say anything to get elected.
I'm John Mannion, and I approve this message. I'm Mark Molinaro.
And I'm Mark's mom.
Growing up, Mom worked tirelessly, but sometimes we had to rely on food stamps.
Mark started working at the age of 14 to help us out. Today, I, as many others, depend on Social Security and Medicare.
Yeah, Dylan did take a big hit.
Programs are just wrong.
That's not happening. I'm leading the effort to strengthen them. I'm Mark Molinaro, and I approve this message because my commitment is solid. Safeguard Social Security and Medicare. You earned it, right, Mom?
Sure did, Sonny.
The Orange Zone, winner of the Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Best Podcast.
Back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Kyle Larson finishing up his top. They put 4 scuffs on the car for him. He said he's not comfortable with the balance is close. Christopher Bell said a little free, but told Adam, I don't need anything for the short run to the end of stage, Marty.
Tyler Reddick said the car's not bad. He said, but go back to how it was at the beginning of the race. And Lee, look at that, a number of 2-tire calls here. A lot of people getting track position with that strategy move.
Some big jumps with that 2-tire call. First big caution of the day, Austin Dillon. This is the South Point 400 on NBC.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then, I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Can I please get a big...
It's a chicken Big Mac.
A chicken Big Mac? That's not a Big Mac.
Actually, it is.
It's not
A Big Mac.
the chicken Big Mac. Get it while you can. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With so much great entertainment out there, wouldn't it be easier if you could find what you want all in one place?
My favorites.
Get Xfinity Stream Saver with Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Peacock included for only $15 a month.
You know what's crazy?
That you're gonna eat wings in the car again?
Wait, is that weird?
No. The drumming.
Boom, 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 boom.
That poor car.
It was fine in the end.
So we're gonna probably have about like 10, maybe 11 laps to go when we go back green in the stage. Kyle Busch P10, 2 tires though.
Law and Order, new Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
He's an exceptional assassin. I know I can find him. I like to win.
So do I.
NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR is brought to you by Breztri. Visit us at breztri.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance, only pay for what you need. South Point Hotel Casino and Spa, where the race
Who's going to be Mr. 69? I don't even know. Was it?
Somebody synonymous with South Point. Raced in NASCAR for over 20 years. He won 10 races across trucks and Xfinity. That is Brendan.
It's actually
Moore.
Truex.
He hosted a celebrity blackjack tournament at the South Point Hotel Casino and Spa. NASCAR Cup Series drivers Daniel Suarez, Daniel Hemrick, Brad Keselowski, Noah Gragson, along with NASCAR legend Ken Schrader, even a Budweiser Clydesdale, joined the final table where over $50,000 was raised for the Speedway Children's Charities. Well done. Great cause, great night. All right, that big hit suffered by Austin Dillon is a different perspective. The onboard from Daniel Hemrick. C4 momentum from Hemrick.
So you're on board with Hemrick. Oh, yeah. Just make contact with him.
This is pretty violent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is why I'm up here.
Yeah.
So fast.
Big hit.
Jesus Christ, man. Sometimes I think I want to be in these race cars, and then I see shit like that.
I thought we were going to come. Oh, no.
Oh, Eric Jones has an issue.
43 of Eric Jones. Now, the interesting, this is not going to be good for, there'll be some suspensions and a couple lap penalty right here. Basically, the rule is if you lose the tire on pit road from yellow line to yellow line, there's not a, it's a small penalty, tail end along this line, but if you bring the wheel out onto the racetrack for safety reasons, it becomes a multiple lap penalty. I think that's a great addition to the rule. Their theory is if you drop the jack and you know you have an issue, they want you to stop and not bring the tire onto pit road, because say if it's under green, you know, someone hits another tire rolling, it becomes very dangerous for competitors and fans alike. He was actually the free pass call.
So yeah, Eric Jones had lost a tire.
Lap down and got, which is weird because you should, basically you say that, Jeff, because you're under penalty to beat tail end anyway, so you can take a 30-second pit stop. It shouldn't be a different. I mean, it's obvious that the wheel didn't get tightened up properly because it came off, and that's what you're thinking, right, Jeff? Yes. Because he's the free pass. So for fans that maybe don't watch as much, free pass means you're the first car one lap down, but then it lifts you a lap back. You're going to be on the lead lap. So your pit stop, you can go out there and lead. You and I can change the tires. You're not in a big rush, which it makes it even more shocking to see a tire not secured.
Yeah.
Not that you and I would be slowly. I think we'd be slower than these professionals. A little bit of a mix here. We got two tires at the front of the field. We'll see if the two tires pay off. First car on 4 tires, Reddick. Hamlin right here, running 6, also on 2. Let's see who it pays off for.
Getting ready to come back to green. Just 10 to go.
All right, green flag with 9 to go.
Stage 1, Martin Truex.
9 to go in stage 1.
Leads the field back to green. Look at Bell dive down low. Look for an opportunity there on Reddick. It wasn't there. The two guys who have been throwing pretty much first and second the entire race. Oh, contact.
Oof.
Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson. Bowman's in the mix there too.
You had just mentioned it had been a few races till we saw them side by side. Well, right there, Larson jumped to the outside of the 11.
Bell and Reddick are side by side. No, they're not. Pardon me. Reddick remains ahead of Christopher Bell.
That's Busher that you see similar paint schemes to Reddick, the white, the black. I can see it dip. I know where it's saying.
Castrol machine.
Yeah, Castrol, the jump man. Everybody using a lot of the same color schemes right there. That's Reddick, Bell, and then Busher. And then back here, back on the attack, the 11 climbed the banking trying to get to the 5, but lost the nose of the Toyota. Now it's a battle for points. They are right around that 10th position. That final position that will pay points. The 55 of Gibbs holds it on board with Bowman.
Keep an eye on the 9 up ahead too. The view from the Ally on board. Chase Elliott in that predominantly white Napa Chevy. He's trying to get by Hamlin and get his way up into stage points territory. When they cross the line this time, there'll be 6 to go in stage 1. As Tyler Reddick goes on the attack. Top box round the outside of Martin Truex Jr. What a difference a week can make as the 9 and the 11 are going at it, but Jeff, for Reddick, just struggling to get into this phase last week was a fight, and now he leads the race.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin right there in the 11 car. He just got by the 8 of Kyle Busch. That gets him in 11th place, 1 spot away from the stage point.
position of the race was for a massive hit suffered by Austin Dillon. He's standing by with Marty.
Yeah, just happy to see him walk out of the infield care center number 1. Are you okay? And what was your take on the contact from the 31 of Daniel Hemrick?
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean,
That's
he
good.
straight out wrecked me.
Straight out wrecked me?
Why? He's got 3 races left, and I don't know if he was just over his head. He stays in the gas in the 3 just until he hits me. So I don't know what that was.
All right, Austin Dillon is okay after this vicious accident, Lee.
That's good, because that was a scary crash.
When you see it again, do you make anything more of it, Jeff?
I'm glad that he doesn't seem concerning at all, you know.
Fights with Austin Cindric. This is 9th and 10th with Hamlin and Elliott looming behind them. There they are. 3 laps to go in stage 1. Valuable points on the line here in the round of 8.
The 2-tire gambles hang off for most. That only took 2 because they take basically 2nd through 6th. But Reddick on 4 tires was able to get that track position.
And Denny Hamlin, he's dropped 5 spots since the restart.
Yeah, most. 2 tires didn't work for all.
Yes. Now look, he was out of a point-playing position anyway.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, the gamble, if it doesn't, gamble doesn't pay off. It wasn't a hurt because he was out of the spot anyway.
Meanwhile, back up front, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell. Reddick's out. He's got almost a full second lead. Here's Bell on his teammate. The Toyota on board. Great view.
Still there. Clear.
And that Rheem Toyota has been out in front for some 63 laps here today.
So final lap of the stage.
You know, he got up there pretty good, but on this restart, he's really not gone forward. So once he got in traffic, the car did not move forward like it was earlier in the race.
So he's in 18th, fighting Noah Gragson. At the moment, we're on our way home. Final lap, final turn for this man here. He had to fight and scrap and dig deep last
Alrighty, so Tyler Reddick is going to win stage 1 at Las Vegas.
Huge 10-point bonus there for Reddick and 2311 Racing. What a difference within a 7-day period. Multiple incidents at the road.
So, about a 4-minute and 40-second green flag run to end the stage there.
Big points scored. That's the way to start the round of 8.
A bend with a bump in your erection might be painful, embarrassing, difficult to talk about, and could be Peyronie's disease or PD.
I will be right back. I'm going to go smoke, and I'll be back for the start of stage 2.
8 years with Xiaflex, the only FDA-approved non-surgical treatment for appropriate men with PD. Along with daily gentle penile stretching and straightening exercises, Xiaflex has been proven to help gradually reduce the bend. Don't receive if a treatment area involves your urethra, or if you're allergic to any of the ingredients. May cause serious side effects, including penile fracture or other serious injury during an erection, and severe allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Seek help if you have any of these symptoms. Do not have any sexual activity during and for at least 4 weeks after each treatment cycle. Sudden back pain reactions and fainting can happen after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have a bleeding condition or take blood thinners, as risk of bleeding or bruising at the treatment site is increased. Join the tens of thousands of men who've been prescribed Xiaflex. Make an appointment with a Xiaflex-trained urologist. Visit bencarrot.com to find one today.
Introducing the Wendy's Krabby Patty Collab Burger. It has fresh, never frozen beef that's, wait for it, square. Are you ready? I'm ready. And I'm ready. For the Krabby Patty Collab meal you're craving, gotta be Wendy's.
Why did we choose Safelight? We were loading our SUV when crack. Safelight came right to us, and we could see exactly when they'd arrive with a replacement we could trust.
Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
Safelight repair, Safelight replace.
Love your phone, but not the cost of your current plan? No problem with Straight Talk. Bring the phone you love and get one line for $25 a month when you switch to Straight Talk. That's up to half off the price of the competition. Plus, the best part of all, get a $200 credit for a new phone after 12 months. With Straight Savings, you save now and later. It just makes sense. Straight Talk. Real unlimited data. Less dollars, more cents.
How does the know-it-all know it all?
With NFL Red Zone on NFL Plus Premium, he hasn't missed a Sunday afternoon touchdown in years. He watches 7 hours of non-stop football action. Impressive. And with all the end zone analysis and insider intel, Red Zone helps the know-it-all know everything that's going on.
Hey, son, what's my opinion on the NFC North?
Which means that with NFL Red Zone on NFL Plus Premium, you too can be a football know-it-all.
NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR is brought to you by the South Point Hotel Casino and Spa, where the races stay in Las Vegas. Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express card. Toyota, let's go places. And by Progressive, save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. It's a great shot high above the South Point. And our aerial coverage, we want to say thanks to Traveller Whiskey, bringing those beautiful shots all day long here in the South Point 400. All right, pit road is about to get ultra busy, and Reddick is at the head of it. Dylan Welsh is standing by.
And very first pit stall there, the yellow car, Joey Logano. You believe they're just going to go right sides here. Took 4 tires on the last stop. Slow on the right front, Cam.
As Christopher Bell makes his stop, he said on the long run it gets a little bit free, mainly on the center of the corner. Tight in, though, you see him top, and the 20 car asks for no major adjustments, Marty.
For William Byron, the 2-tire call last time, he said made the car a little bit too tight, so they can make a decent adjustment here for 4 fresh tires. For Tyler Reddick, before that went green, Billy Scott said, we have new tires on, use them up. They won it, they won the stage. He said the car was a little bit tight, but manageable. And again, Lee, look at all those 2-tire calls, gaining track position here to start stage 2.
Strategy calls. Good strategy calls, paramount. Stage 1 done. We're gearing up for stage 2. Back in a moment.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them.
It crushed my confidence. It kept me in the shadows.
But no longer will psoriasis get a piece of me. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say, I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back. I can love my skin again.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
I can control my plaques and start getting myself back.
Bimzelx helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer skin fast for results that last.
I will give myself back the freedom of shorts. Dare to wear black again, from head to toe. Most people got 100% clear skin.
Saw him after the first dose.
Serious side effects, including suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them. Liver problems and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to.
Start to get yourself back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
You like watching things get broken? Like barriers? Glass ceilings? And records. In this playoff season, we're looking for you.
Join us at Toyota Racing. If the first thing you think of when you see a pickup truck is this kind of all, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Introducing Traveller Whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery.
I'm back.
Traveller's been tasted, selected, and perfected to be everything it should be.
Daniel Suarez was sent to the rear for equipment interference.
Traveller's made to be enjoyed exactly how you like it. Neat, on the rocks, and your favorite cocktail. Traveller Whiskey. Easy to drink, hard not to love.
Halloween night can be one of the busiest of the year.
You were bitten by a bat?
There's raining gas in there. One spark and this guy gets incinerated.
She was dead when we pulled her from the river.
We need way more.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
You can download the official app of NASCAR and follow the action with free live scoring, in-car cameras, and radio broadcast. Upgrade to a premium for full access to driver audio channels and a completely ad-free
Hey, there's
experience.
Allegiant Stadium.
Simply search NASCAR in your app store and download now to start a free trial. What a beautiful day. here in Nevada for these NASCAR race fans. It is just beautiful. And we're right on board Denny Hamlin's Toyota. And speaking of that manufacturer, Toyota is proud to recognize one of their own, President David Wilson, as he embarks upon retirement. This weekend, David celebrates 35 years with TRD, Toyota Racing Development, and leaves behind a legacy both on and off the track.
David's been incredible to work with. What a true professional and true racer.
Drivers, start your engine!
His approach, his professionalism, his commitment, I think he's just been a great ally. Dave's been such a crucial part of the inception of 2311 and my dream to start my team.
It's just incredible what he's doing for all the young drivers out there, given opportunities that no other manufacturer did.
And to have someone that cares so much about sport, about how the vehicles perform every single weekend, he has had a huge impact on the racing world.
David Wilson is an amazing human being, and I'm very thankful to be able to say that I've known him and grown the ladder with him.
And people like David Wilson are the difference makers. Manufacturers will always be involved in racing, but it's people like David who make the difference. And we wish him well and say thanks so much. There are problems at the 5 camp. Kim Coon, what's the latest?
Oh, Larson's got issues. He's still on pit road. Or I think he's just back on pit road.
You're going to go ahead and pit. We're going to get the aluminum out of our nose, and we're going to patch the nose.
So you heard that right there. A piece of aluminum in the nose. A little hiccup for this team. Cliff Daniels cheerleading his driver, Kyle Larson, saying, we still can make a great race out of it. And it just goes to show you anything can happen. This team has had bad races for the initial race of each round. They're hoping to be able to rebound here this afternoon.
And there it is, Cliff Daniels just having a look at that debris. Earlier this year in the spring race, his teammate, William Byron, had a plastic bag across the grill. Temperatures spiked up to 350, and that cost him. So just a little hiccup, extra little challenge for Kyle Larson.
Well, many other penalties on pit road as well. The 34, the 16, the 23, the 99, all with penalties on pit road.
We saw an Xfinity team yesterday from Junior Motorsports choose not to repair their car, and that really put them behind. That's Cliff Daniels. You talk about leadership, comes into play, especially in the postseason. 79 to go. You don't want to give up track position, Jeff, but that's a Cucci.
Alrighty.
I know we're going to
Going green for stage 2. And green flags in the air. Stage 2 is underway at Las Vegas.
Did not pit. Everyone else either on 2 tires or 4 tires.
Look at Logano. Bowman's in the middle. 4 wide there for a moment. 4 wide with Bell on the outside of it.
Oof.
That was awesome. Reddick got shuffled back. Bell is just surging. Look at him up closest to the fence. Bowman's in the middle there. Keselowski on the low line in that red number 6. And look at Joey Logano. The pin's all for the bright yellow machine. He is on a charge.
And the gamble for the 11 not working. You would hope to get 1 or 2 laps in clean air. He's already back to 5th or 6th. I know they knew they were going to lose spots over time, but to get track position, you really need to have a couple good corners.
That's what Joey Logano. He is flying on this restart.
Oh, around goes Elliott. Oh, Reddick is upside down! Oh my god! Oh my god! Reddick just went upside down! Holy fucking shit! Oh my god! Holy fuck! He's back driving though. Like, I think he might be able to continue. But he literally flipped. That's crazy. I've never seen something like that.
Sign right there, Steve.
Yeah, I believe it's the left front that has the issue. Let's check it out, Dip.
So Reddick is up high. We'll
look at this shit. This is fucking crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, camera. Another angle. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Catches the 45. Around goes the 45. And as the 45 gets in here, he hops onto the quarter mile.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, his tire did get fucked though.
That is crazy.
That's insane. Holy shit.
Listen to this.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, contact. It just looks like to me, Truex has left the racetrack. Then the 45 goes over that.
Yeah, the quarter mile track.
Yeah, the quarter mile
That's
track.
insane, dude. He literally just kept going.
And then he drove it back to the pit stall. The left front upright, I believe, is broken on the 45, so he's done. Which you would imagine after a wreck like this.
See Brad Keselowski in it.
Chase Elliott's view.
You hear him out of the gas, right? So either contact, aero, tight combination. Chase Elliott knows he's in trouble. But at 170 miles an hour, you know, you're going to cover a tremendous amount of distance. And you see him up the racetrack, 45 trying to go by. You ask why the 45's there, because if you don't fill those holes, you will never move forward in these races. And it just runs out of real estate, exit of turn 4.
Something crazy going on behind this. Is
If Reddick can stay in this race, that's actually fucking insane.
Off of turn 4.
He's out of the race. That's what Jeff Gluck is saying.
I don't know.
Monty, you got more on this?
Digging into what's going on with the 12, but it
You
looks
said that
like
might be
they're
on Kyle's
replacing
on board?
the rear toe link is what they're doing.
That'll be
and
interesting
that
to
is
see.
confirmed. That's what they're doing here on the 12. We'll find out a little bit more about that. And yes, Steve, Tyler Reddick is done. This team rallied at the Roval to be able to make the round of 8. Did everything right in stage 1. Won that stage, but it goes quickly awry here in stage 2. We'll talk to Tyler Reddick here in just a moment. For the record, he said on the radio, I thought the hole was there. It wasn't. It closed so quickly.
Well, and it's easy for him to say now it wasn't, but I like the move that Reddick was going for. I think you have to fill those holes. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. For the 12, it's hard to see, but right behind the right front tire, it looks like there's a little scuff on that number 2. I don't know if that's a wall or another driver. Also above the right rear, right where that helmet are of the workers, I see a little scuff. So I don't know if he touched the wall or another car, and that's what broke the toe link, I assume, Marty?
Yes, Steve, it was the wall. He made contact with the wall, I'm assuming just to avoid all of what was going on in front of him. But that was contact with the wall for Ryan Blaney. That's what broke the right rear toe link.
Yeah, so he was behind that wreck, you know, and these are split second. We're going to make it look real easy because it'll be in slow motion and a replay, but I'm sure it happens a little bit quicker. But here you go, Jeff. Take me on board and see what happens.
Watch the 6 bar. Just take the basic action.
So now, let's review the rules. It's damaged vehicle policy. This has been in a lot of conversation about.
Yeah, so Blaney's repairing damage.
Drove it back under his own power, but he's still on the clock. He has 7 minutes to do the repairs. That's total time on pit road. There's approved parts that you're allowed to change. This toe link issue for the 12 is an approved repair. It's much what Reddick repaired, and we could go into Roval and continue to bounce back. So if you're a Blaney fan, you're still okay. Reddick survived last week. Blaney still has a chance.
Yeah, so Elliott, Blaney, and Reddick in the playoffs were involved in that crash. And then, look at Sindick and Keselowski, I think it said, or the Suarez.
They didn't see anything, so brought it back down. They told Chase, we don't see
Suarez and
anything on the right
Keselowski.
front
I know
of the screen.
Keselowski
So
was
right now,
involved.
checking again, because Chase said it just does not feel right.
Costly crash for 3 playoff drivers. Reddick the worst, Blaney and Elliott.
And that's the thing about these playoffs. We can talk about who the fastest are. We can talk about who has the best races, but we have zero idea what's going to happen in regard to this type of stuff. It's so competitive. You have to be pushing. You have to be trying to get all that you can. And when you're pushing that hard, you're going to step over the bounds every now and then.
The champ is back out on track. Blaney back out. Here goes Elliott. And think about Tyler Reddick. The standout 2 drivers today have been Bell and Reddick. And he knew that Bell was going for it. Bell was on a charge. And Reddick saw that opportunity. As Marty mentioned, he said on the radio, I saw that gap. I thought I could go for it. And it was just 3 into a tight spot at big speed.
Surprised pit road was open. I thought 73 laps would be the gamble. I think people were going to try to make.
I thought once he got upside down, he was just going to slide on his roof for
this stage progresses.
ever, and then he was just going to, be on his roof.
Let's talk more Ryan Blaney. He's coming back in, Marty.
Yeah, they have the right rear fixed, and then Jonathan Hassler told Ryan Blaney on the radio it should be locked down in the rear. He said, nope, the rear's moving everywhere. So this time they're going to look at the left rear of this 12 car. He also said the steering wheel very much pointed to the left, Jeff. So they
it looks like Reddick's done.
Fix the right rear toe link. Now they got to work on the left rear toe link, but they also clearly have a steering issue behind the wheel of the 12.
Well, you hope that it is a toe link, because if it's a lower control arm, upper control arm, or upright, those are not changeable or repairable.
2 laps down, Blaney.
Ryan Blaney's having a day like Tyler Reddick had last weekend. There's Reddick up on the wall. Multi-car accident, 3 playoff drivers involved here in Vegas.
Reddick's out and he's all right.
The thing about favorites is they're only your favorite until a new favorite tells your old favorite to beat it.
Introducing the all-new Sonic Smasher. So good, it's about to be your next new favorite.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of change, but I'm willing to try it. I gotta tell people about this. Yo.
The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Live free.
Ally has savings buckets to help you save for anything you want to buy. Because everyone has something they're saving for. Like that new car. Or a fancy vacation. Or party supplies. Your delivery budget. Or even the down payment on your dream home. Our savings buckets help you save for what matters most to you.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Monday on the season finale of USA's The Anonymous. The final 5 endure one more challenge.
It's tough.
One more elimination.
This is awful.
And a face-off you don't want to miss.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
USA's The Anonymous. New episode Monday at 10.
The girl was assaulted and there was bruising on her neck.
He imitated what he saw online. With like a video?
2 more in 2 days. This is not a coincidence.
SVU, Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
A reminder that when you come to Vegas as a race fan, you can stay where the races stay. That's the South Point Hotel, Casino and Spa. The ultimate pit stop on the Las Vegas Strip. South Point, everything you want, all under the one roof. So that pretty wild crash that's put us under this most recent caution happened right in front of Brad Doherty and Dale Jarrett. Guys, what did you see? What did you make of it?
You know, I was just making a comment, DJ, about the first stage was so clean and there was so much room on the racetrack for everyone to race. I just don't see how this happens, DJ. I mean, these guys are going there just trying to make lap time, and how does this happen with so much room on the racetrack?
Well, it's because you're running 180 miles an hour, and everybody's trying to get as much as they can on these restarts. They know that's their opportunity. It's scary right here. You know, there's no reason we shouldn't have grass at these places. Everybody's talked about it. The drivers have talked about it. But thankfully, he's okay. But we're going to see more of that as we get ready for another restart.
And again, if you're just joining us, Tyler Reddick, that car that flipped, that rolled, Reddick is okay. He's out of the car. Got it back to the pits, but he is out of this race. He had to fight so hard to make the round of 8, and he led 10 laps of this race here in Las Vegas. But unfortunately, he's
all right, back green.
Ready to keep going in stage 2.
And the 8 of Kyle Busch does not get going in the outside lane.
Damn it.
That white and light blue car really backed up about row 5 or 6.
Car to watch, and he showed us prior to of that caution was the 22 of Joey Logano. Ty Gibbs in the 54, the black car, the monster car up high. Here comes Bell, his teammate. Bell was on a surge as well. Nick Reddick saw that. He was trying to go with him because they've been racing at the front for the majority of the day. But watch that green Toyota, number 20. It's now Joe Gibbs Racing, first and second. Despite not being in the playoffs anymore, it's been a very strong day for Alex Bowman.
Yeah, really strong. No surprise. They brought speed to these playoffs.
Look at Ross Chastain, right in the middle in the number 1.
Ross making his way to 4th.
Truex. William Byron's lurking down on that low side in the 24.
By the way, that last green flag run that we had was 1 minute and 6 seconds.
If you're Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney fans, they're trying to repair their race cars. They're back behind the field right now, but they did meet minimum speed. Why does that matter? That damaged vehicle clock that they're up against has gone away. It's erased. You need a reprieve, like you were never in the accident. The damage is still there, but now you can spend as much time on pit road as you need. You can even go to the garage.
Blaney is 2 laps down. Elliott's on the lead lap. Very far behind.
For the 5, with the debris on the front of it, you can see there that a little bit of tape, quick repair job. And then remember we talked to Denny Hill and I asked him in the pace laps, do you race like it's a must win? And he was a little hesitant to answer. He said, well, maybe, maybe not. Depends on the circumstances. You just can't throw away points. With Reddick in the garage, with Blaney and Elliott having damage so far behind, I don't think you race completely different, but I would want my driver to know. If I'm Chris Gabehart, I want to make sure Denny Hamlin knows the situation with other drivers. A good top 5 day would accomplish a lot. It's a bittersweet situation, Marty, for Tyler Reddick. He won stage 1, scored those valuable 10 points, but he's out of the race.
Yeah, Lee, just glad to see him walk out of the infield care center after that flip. So, number 1, you okay after the flip?
Oh, yeah.
And number 2, I heard you say, I thought the hole was there. What was your take on what you saw in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be aggressive on restarts. It's how this next-gen racing has been since the beginning. So, yeah, I kind of saw them both have a moment, and I just had a split second make a decision right, and you got to be aggressive. You got to try and get these spots back on a restart. It's gonna be hard to pass after a while. So, yeah, just being myself on a 1.5 miles, being aggressive, and I mean, by the time I realized I was in trouble, it's just too late. The 19 started sliding, the 9 was coming up, and I was pretty much already on their outside. There's just, at that point, nowhere to really go. I needed to make the decision earlier when I saw them slide and just be a little more conservative. That would have avoided the incident, but just it's not who I am, it's not what we do, but it's unfortunate. It took us out of the race. We had a really, really fast Jordan Red Cordy Camry, and thought we would have been in the mix all day long. So we'll learn from it. We'll go to Homestead, a place where I've had to get it done before, and go for it there.
I was going to ask you how you feel about that with Miami and Martinsville left, with Miami being arguably your best.
Syndic is out of the race.
Being in this scenario, going there, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, you know, minus 17 isn't great. We can still have a good day at Homestead and be in the mix of Martinsville. So ideally, yeah, it would be nice to win today. It'd be nice to win next week. That's what we'll focus on. But thankfully, we got some stage points on stage 1, and it wasn't, you know, we're not absolutely out of it on points yet. So we got a few ways, but we're going to have to be here perfect from here on out, I'd say.
He mentioned it, Lee. They won stage 1, but in stage 2, Tyler Reddick out.
I understand what he's saying about maybe he was too aggressive, but you're racing with Chase Elliott and Martin Truex Jr.
Good thing he's all right, though.
You should be able to trust them. Those are 2 guys that you should be able to trust. There's nothing wrong with where Tyler Reddick was. I understand it. I love that he's taking responsibility and saying.
Because I've heard recently people kind of like underplay flips. They say it's like actually not as bad of a crash as you would think it is. But it's like you're still being fucking thrown around in the car, like shaking and fucking, you know, it's intense.
We're in the playoffs because
Chase Elliott's back on pit road.
We are right now. The 9
So you'll go multiple laps down.
But not on the clock anymore. Kim going to the garage to make
Oh, go to the garage.
They met the DV's lead clock and minimum speed. They were trying to wait for a caution just to buy them a little bit more time, knowing they would have to repair. Didn't do it. Chase said, I cannot run this thing longer than we already have.
Kyle
So
P9.
to the garage for the 9 car, Dylan.
Kim, Denny Hamlin is hemorrhaging spots. Restarted 6th, runs 22nd right now. Remember, they didn't pit at the end of stage 1. This was Chris Gatehart's instructions to his driver, giving the update with all the other crashed cars.
Big picture, 45 cars out. The 12 cars 2 laps down and hurt pretty good. The 9 cars, last car in the lead lap with some damage. Went through the grass real bad. Fuses probably tore up and such. We've looked at. As far as big picture goes, fortunate for the 11. Make sure we capitalize on it.
They took right side tires on lap 67, and Denny just came on the radio and said, my left rear is really, really going bad. That's the problem for the 11. They've got to stabilize here.
I like the communication from Chris Gabehart. He probably wishes he could have pitted and put 4 tires, but he knew he was going to go to the back of the pack anyway. You know, you can run 5 or 6 more laps, pit here on the green, and probably be okay. For the 11, I like the change of approach. Quick update on the 9 of Chase Elliott. Kim Reporter went back to the garage. Most popular driver, update his fans. Remember, he can make repairs in return because he erased that damaged vehicle clock, but the problem is, you know, the only positions he can pass is anybody else who may fall out of the race.
If I'm driving the 11 and Chris Gabehart gives me that message, you know what I just heard? This is really bad, but it could be worse.
Yeah,
Others are having a bad day.
We'll do what we can. We'll do the best that we can from here. Meanwhile, up front, a couple of teammates, Ty Gibbs and Christopher Bell. The lead playoff driver sits second in the big picture of the 8 drivers in this race with Tyler Reddick out. From pole position, the leading 63 laps to be running second now, just cruising there with his teammate. They got a little bit of a gap over fellow playoff driver Joey Logano. And now goes on the inside and retakes the lead.
What a week for Joey Logano. Jeff, you talked to him down there before the race. I mean, I know it's been an emotional week, leaving outside the playoffs in the Roval, then the 48 penalized, the 22 go in. I know you seemed pretty decent on your interview, but what do you think the real mental state of Joey Logano was? I mean, he seemed business as usual, surprisingly.
You know, I think he's just been there, done that. You know, and you see Joey, you see right here, Denny Hamlin, he is in a mess. He almost got spun out off of turn 4. 51 car, Corey LaJoie. Whoa. 11 actually kind of came down the racetrack just a little bit. But after that, he did. Well, several cars got by him. He is struggling.
He is down 20 positions to 26th. And just hanging on in that Yahoo Toyota.
Introducing Traveler Whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. Traveler's been tasted, selected, and perfected to be everything it should be. A premium whiskey that speaks for itself. Traveler's made to be enjoyed exactly how you like it. Neat, on the rocks, or in your favorite cocktail. Traveler Whiskey. Easy to drink, hard not to love.
Looking for a better night's sleep? From soft cloud-like comfort to firm next-level support, Ashley has affordable mattress options for every body. And right now, you can pay 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Einstein, optimize for cat-loving pickleballers.
With Einstein AI, everyone's an Einstein.
Thank you.
Einstein, send follow-up email.
Einstein, what do these blinking lights mean?
Now, everyone's an Einstein with Salesforce.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce?
Hamlin has been passed by Jimmy Johnson.
Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
Sounds like a fucking... If I was streaming these races like 10 years ago.
You like watching things get broken? like barriers. Glass ceilings.
I thought about that. I really wish I did. I mean, I couldn't have. There was no way I could have ever streamed before I ever did. But I kind of just wish I was able to stream races like I did ever since, like, you know, after my mom died, I guess. Obviously, I'd rather watch the races with her, but if I can't do that, I'd love to stream them.
Close quarters, tight corners, and a fan experience that brings you so close to the action. All of the mayhem will be right at your fingertips. NASCAR Playoffs weekend at Martinsville Speedway. Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com.
You're watching the South Point 400 here on NBC.
So Hamlin pitted.
Leaving pit road here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and Dylan Welch, that was a tough stint as he was just dropping positions with every lap.
Yeah, couldn't hang on much longer, so they brought in 4 tires. As you'd expect, they made a chassis adjustment as well, so they are a lap down. Second car a lap down, it looks like right now, but trying to get as close to halfway in this stage as they can.
Well, you're hoping that...
Yeah, what they're hoping for is to get back on the lead lap or get to that free pass position. Because everybody still will have to pit.
His leader, Christopher Bell, and we just heard Dylan Welch report, you know, he is 1 lap down, nearly 2. So there's Denny, there's the leader. Bell running some really great...
nearly 2 laps down, so...
Now, you would imagine fresh tires is going to help the 11, and we're only maybe 5, 7, 8 laps away from another wave of green flag pit stop.
Here's Bowman pitting.
Here's Alex Bowman. Marty, coming your way.
Yeah, you guys mentioned it's been a very solid day for Alex Bowman, who really has not been outside the top 10 all day long. Car just a little bit too free on corner exit for Bowman, hoping to show up here after they got eliminated from the playoffs last week. Who knows? They might be able to win the race here in Vegas today.
What a day it's been for this man here, Christopher Bell. 73 laps led. He's come close to winning here before.
Alex Bowman's pit stop is going to get the attention of some more front runners. Nobody was too concerned about Hamlin, who pitted from the back, but the front runners, Dylan, are now in.
That's right, Joey Logano on the screen. First pit stall off of turn number 4. Just said his balance was freeing up. They'll change 4 tires, add Sunoco fuel. Martin Truex Jr. as well has been battling some handling gremlins all day, but they've stabilized inside the top 10, so still a decent day going for the 19.
So Bowman was the trigger for these two to come in. We'll keep and we'll watch Bell. When does he decide?
All right, more people are pitting. Ross is pitting. Ty Gibbs is pitting. Byron's pitting.
And Ross Chastain will be the first one to hit his marks for Trackhouse Racing. They worked on his race car all day long with every stop as well. He said we were about halfway better on the adjustments they made from the last stop. They'll change 4 tires, fuel as well, Marty.
Dylan, unlike his teammate Denny Hamlin, William Byron, actually Ty Gibbs was able to make the 2 tires work. He said it's just way too free for the 54. Meanwhile, William Byron did tell Rudy Fugle he made the car much better, but it was too free at the end of the run. He needs just a little bit more at the end on pace.
And with these playoff drivers that are active, that are on the lead lap, and that are leading like Christopher Bell, time to maximize with the likes of Reddick out. Elliott off track in the garage area. Here comes Christopher Bell.
I love that onboard. Just shows how busy they are to get onto pit road. And then we'll see Bell just takes his left hand, sets it on the bottom of the wheel. Nice and relaxed for Christopher Bell. Penalty for the 1 and the 54. Ty Gibbs and Ross Chastain both get a speeding ticket. They'll have to do a pass-through.
Kim?
And Christopher Bell reporting tick 3, big corner. He said it's loose on both ends, not just for you. Did you see the chassis adjustment? Adam Stevens looked at it, asked him if it was loose enough to be tightened up. He said yes. Ride quality too. He said it was just a little rough as they take tires, that adjustment, and fuel.
Even multiple years in, the speed of these pit stops just amaze me how efficient and quick they are. No room for error at all. As we see the 5 of Kyle Larson now pit from the lead, Kim.
Yeah, and that hiccup earlier, that aluminum in the grill seems very minor compared to some of the other playoff issues we've seen since then. Right now, Kyle's car, not too bad. He said I'm a little bit on the tighter side of
they were able to pull up the right side, right rear tire. We could get back and give you another whole look at that. It took forever. As you see behind him, the 1 of Chastain, the 54 of Gibbs serving their penalties. But that was a 10, 12, 15 second longer than normal pit stop. So let's take a look completely. All right side. We're going to jack the right side up. Right side tires off. Right side tire on. The jack's dropped while he's still tightening it. Waving his hands. Tire carrier knows it's not tight. They go to the left side, want to know where the orchestration is, what's going wrong. So that slows down the left side. Then there's communication to go back and tighten up the right rear. Now Larson is peeling off the banking. He's coming back down to pit road. So I believe that Cliff Daniels feels that there's another issue. Disaster for the playoff drivers so far today. Half of them. Now Kyle Larson, a second pit stop.
Oh, Larson's pitting again.
Coming to tighten wheels.
Oh, jeez.
So haven't heard specifically.
Yeah, so this is trouble for Larson.
Right side or left side? Left rear. Left rear, Kim. So another issue on the left rear of the 5. A lot to untangle, but
The list grows. Reddick, Elliott, Blaney, add Larson to it now.
pressure of the playoffs.
Oh my goodness.
It's not just drivers, it's pit crews, it's everyone. I was just talking about how amazingly fast the pit stops look. And it just leaves no room, right? Like the 5 car was barely a hiccup on the right rear, but the jackman's leaving. And it's kind of like in football when you're on a slant route, right? It happens so fast that if the timing's off, the whole play's busted up. And that's how fast these pit stops are. 27 seconds on that original pit stop, plus a second stop. Yikes.
So now, what happened?
I hear you, Kyle. I understand the frustration as he's now multiple laps down.
But now just go back to work, right? You can't fix it. You can't change it. It's over. You just got to go back to work. There's a lot of laps left in this race.
Well, it's very important that he knows, that 20 behind him in theory will probably cycle out to the lead. So while he's multiple laps down, if you're Cliff Daniels, you need to let him know the 20 behind you is going to be another lap eventually. So you need to race him like you're trying to save a lap in the race.
Well, you heard a little bit of Kyle Larson radio. Let's play you a little more.
Well, we used a left side change when we went back to fix the race, but we did not change the left rear, so that's why we screwed up.
Where do we start? They come in, they pit, they have trouble on the right rear, the tire carrier doesn't go around. For that reason, the orchestration gets messed up on the left side. They go back to the right, but they don't even change the left rear tire. Just a complete comedy of errors for the 5 car. Cliff Daniels is very organized and a great leader. And these are the things that you hope to avoid in these situations as we see his teammate, the 9 of Chase Elliott, now rejoining the race.
So Chase Elliott's back on track. Yeah, 26 laps down.
Back in the garage area, getting that Napa Chevy repaired, and the discussions go on at the 5 team. Back in a moment.
Welcome aboard! The greatest squares in the universe have come together to create the Wendy's Krabby Patty Collab Burger. Ready to learn more? I'm ready! It has Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and a secret Krabby Collab sauce. Tell me more. The patty is, wait for it, square! Such perfection. Now I'm ready. For the Krabby Patty Collab meal you're craving, gotta be Wendy's. Order up.
Money is tight, so we must make sacrifices. I give up my bespoke shaving subscription.
I'll stop ordering everything that's trending on Instagram.
And I will no longer agree to the add-ons at the oil change place just because the mechanic called me ma'am.
It really is a top-of-the-line filter, ma'am.
And of course, we'll downgrade our insurance to get a lower rate.
Well, you don't have to make sacrifices now that you're saving money with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle.
So we have now reached the 20-minute mark on this green flag run.
With so much great entertainment out there, wouldn't it be easier if you could find what you want all in one place?
My favorites.
And we have now reached the 2-hour mark on the stream.
And Peacock included for only $15 a month. Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Hey guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day when I'll be the one you dream. It's gonna be me.
Dude, are you crying?
Blaney's pitting.
All the drama of the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs is now on the CW Network. Your exclusive home to catch the faces of racing's future as they seek to take the lead and etch their names in history. Catch them on the CW before the rest of the world catches on.
About joining NASCAR's free rewards program and start earning points that turn into member-only rewards that you can earn every time you check in for a race. You can trade points in for free tickets, exclusive gear, autographed merchandise, and one-of-a-kind race day experiences by simply visiting NASCAR.com/fan rewards. Racing our way through stage 2 here at the South Point 400, and some fantastic aerial shots. There's so many here in Vegas. And there's the latest one, and we want to say thanks to Traveler Whiskey.
Rick, a 19-year-old version of myself rode that ride on the top one time, years ago, Stratosphere. I think to myself, what was I thinking?
How about you, Jeff?
Oh, I'd ride it today.
Well, I know we're doing after the race.
Welcome back, folks. Lee Diffie.
To be clear, there's some things I'd rather be doing.
And Jeff Burton with you. This is Daniel Suarez, who leads at the moment, but who is storming up behind him is Christopher Bell.
So Bell may get there with 26 laps to go, but it's a very interesting situation because Suarez, McDowell, LaJoy are on the oldest tires, but from lap 93, I only think it's 1 or 2 laps outside their fuel window. So normally when we get in these cycles, I say, hey, don't worry about these guys. Everybody's going to have to pit. It'll all cycle around. I don't believe that's the case here. I believe Suarez, LaJoy, and McDowell are trying to eliminate an entire pit stop. Bell's so fast, he's probably going to run it back down and pass him anyway. But this is going to be a really great strategy call for the 99, 34, and 51 if they are fortunate enough to make it.
Based on the way the year's gone with 6 wins to Kyle Larson, and last weekend, this man here, Christopher Bell, said, I'm honored to be fighting Kyle Larson in the round of 8 and hopefully in the championship round of 4. However, they're not going to fight on track today because of the problems this HendrickCars.com Chevy has had. The Larson team on pit road twice, as we showed you, and he is 2 laps down. Now, that's one story within playoff drivers, Marty. The other one, on a more positive, William Byron.
Complete opposite for his teammate William Byron. We talked about the handling issues in stage 1 for Byron. Stage 2, a totally different story. Listen to William.
Yeah, you made this thing awesome.
So, Steve, I'm curious if you're Rudy Fugle and you know you've got your car better here, how much are you keeping your driver updated on this overall picture? Because the game has changed. Now you've only got 3 playoff drivers now on the lead lap and a long way to go in this race.
There might be a time where I would update him, maybe on a final restart or a late restart if I think my driver needs to kind of maybe dial the risk versus reward scale a little bit one way. But at this point, this is business as usual. That's what William Byron does. I would let him know, man, go get it. You're running 6. There's some guys out there on old tires coming back to you. Michael McDowell is the next car in line. He's for position. Just, green flag cycles can be confusing for drivers when everyone doesn't do it together. So I would just keep them up to date on the positions. There's Michael McDowell being passed. That's another point if this is the running order to the end of the stage. I tell you, the driver that we're going to have to keep an eye on, Jeff, and you and I have been talking about it a little bit, is Denny Hamlin. I know that the strategy call didn't work for the driver of the 11, but he's really in a position here. He's a lap down because he's behind Suarez, but Bell is closing in on Hamlin quickly from behind with 21 laps to go. So the 11 car is going to be an important 20 laps to see if he can stay in front of the 20 car. There's Suarez right in front.
These last few laps of Hamlin have been very important because he's kind of clean air. So he's been at a late lap time down. Now he's trying to get to the outside of the 99 car. So, the 20 of Bell hasn't had the same pace. in order to run him down. But Bell's definitely quicker, but with 21 to go, if Hamlin can lay down clean laps, he may keep him getting lapped. There you go. Here comes the Bell.
Let's go for a ride. The Toyota on board. Have a listen. Basically, the descriptors, the adjectives for Christopher Bell this weekend here in Vegas, in qualifying and here in the race. Let's take a look at some progressive telemetry, some key numbers. Watch that throttle trace.
If you were watching yesterday during qualifying, you saw he never came all the way out of the gas, but that's not today. Much slicker. Cars are not making near as much grip in race trim. Over 190 miles an hour, almost 195, completely out of the gas. Very little. Truex right behind him. You heard the spotter.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Watch me crown, watch me ring.
So right behind his teammate is Martin Truex Jr. Is the Toyota on board. Looking back at Truex Jr. And he had a quick car yesterday, but qualifying just didn't work out. Just had a little
Kyle will be P5 after the pit stops.
Now seeing what the 19 is capable of. Let's talk more about Truex.
Yeah, this was a really nice run for him as he goes for the second spot, kind of the lead on this pit cycle with Christopher Bell. They have been working on this race car all day long and really just now finally got it to where Truex is happy. Tightened it up on the last stop and is really pleased with what they've got right now. James Small, the crew chief, said that we've had fast cars. We're just in a stretch of having good days that go bad. So trying to finish this day out is going to be the mission for the 19, Marty.
Dylan, don't sleep on Chris Buescher, who has one of the better long-run cars today. And of those who pitted in the lap 121 range, he's running fourth right now. And remember Buescher earlier this year at Kansas, Cam, a very similar racetrack to here in Las Vegas. He finished second in the closest finish in NASCAR history. Buescher's got a shot today.
As Bubba Wallace runs in the 12th position, typically a mile-and-a-half track good for this race team, this 2311 Racing, but they needed more from the drop of the green flag. They have been working on this car diligently. He started out plowing tight, said he could spin any minute, said it was a different car from yesterday. Yesterday they felt like they had a good car, a long-run car. He said, I've got basketballs for tires. They have worked on it. He said it's the best it's been all day. 7th is a reasonable goal for Bubba Wallace.
And there is the ring Toyota out in front as you saw Christopher Bell go past Daniel Suarez, but Martin Truex tucked in right behind. This is now first and second in the race.
Quite a battle. Truex is going to be respectful of Christopher Bell. Bell in the playoffs, Truex not. But if Truex is going to push this issue, he's not just going to let Christopher Bell roll around here.
13 to go in this second stage. You noticed before when Denny Hamlin got past the then leader Suarez, he unlapped himself, but Hamlin back in 23rd position. Bell, his teammate, leads the way.
This isn't just a race. For Chevy, this is science at 180 miles an hour. Physics, AI, and machine learning. And this is our lab where we're testing more than our cars. We're testing ourselves. Because what we learn here helps push us forward out there. From the track to the street, Chevy's got you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Can I please get a
big from you is a chicken Big Mac.
A chicken Big Mac? That's not a Big Mac.
Actually it is. It's not hot.
A Big Mac.
The Chicken Big Mac. Get it while you can. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I was drowning in debt.
I had over $36,000. If I would have just made the minimum payments, it would have taken me 59 years to pay off.
National Debt Relief can significantly reduce the amount you owe.
National Debt Relief reduced my debt by over $27,000.
With National Debt Relief, you have a powerful team that knows how to talk to your creditors.
National Debt Relief, they got me out of debt.
Call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
Or the mission won't.
That's why we partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
It's the first day of battles for you newbies.
These lyrics are dope. I need that projected in the vocals.
This is really rough. I've already worn out 3 Kleenexes.
The Voice, new tomorrow on NBC and Peacock. You two share something in common.
What's that?
A father.
What? Looks like I'm gonna start drinking again.
I would kill to be your sister. Why couldn't your dad have cheated with my mom?
Happy Splits, Friday on NBC and Peacock.
7 laps to go in stage 2 of the South Point 400 here on NBC, Las Vegas Motor Speedway on a beautiful day. And it could not be any more spectacular for the driver of the 20, Christopher Bell. And appropriately, we take you to our Toyota driver update. Have a look down that bottom left on your screen and where the Toyota drivers run.
Denny Hamlin at 21st, had Jeff and I's concern for a little while there, but now he's gone the right direction the last couple laps. Jeff, 6 laps to go, 4 seconds in front of the leader. I think he's okay there, barring a big issue. But it's going to be a big swing and a miss for stage points, unlike this 20th Bell, who's going to score 19 or 18, depending on how the finish of this stage goes. So, man, a lot's happened. We got Reddick out of the race after rolling down the front stretch. We got Chase Elliott 26 laps down with a mechanical issue. Ryan Blayden 6 laps down with some other mechanical issues, both from accidents. Larson a lap down after a bad news Bears pit stop. We had a little bit of everything so far in this race.
Well, Larson had time to recover. There's a lot of races that he can get back in the lead lap. And we've seen so many times.
So at this point, it looks like Kyle Busch will earn a stage point. One. A singular stage point.
It's recoverable.
Doesn't even matter.
They're in trouble.
So, you know, there are rankings on pit road when it comes to pit crews. The 5 car has been one of the best all year long. Yeah. So, you know, in tongue-in-cheek say bad news Bears pit stop because I empathize. They have been preparing for the playoffs all year long. With great top 5 on pit road.
Is Kyle 17th?
You are going to have issues like they had in this race. It just happens. It's like a quarterback throwing an interception. It's going to, you are not going to finish your year with 0. You are going to
shut up, Tate Kennedy.
That's what just happened to the 5. You just can't have them or don't want to have them this late in the playoffs. Cliff Daniels, I'm sure, got everybody focused. Jeff, you said there's time to go. You know, that's it. This is everybody's fury. Think about its pressure now, Jeff. What'd you make the championship for? A pit stop like that in the championship race can be the whole season.
Ross Chastain is driving as hard as he can ahead of this car we ride with. There, the bright blue #1 of Trackhouse Racing. He is trying desperately to stay on the lead lap. Remember that pit road speeding violation earlier when he and Ty Gibbs came in? They were all locked up, smoke everywhere. That car's been fast today, but that penalty was costly. So here he is here scrambling, trying to stay ahead of these guys as Martin Truex Jr. keeps the pressure on his teammate Christopher Bell.
Bell got tight. Car did not turn the way he wanted it to in the middle of 3 and 4, trying to get that 1 car.
And as this battle continues, just a quick update. Remember, Suarez is back there. LaJoy, McDowell, they're stretching their fuel tank. We'll see if they can make these final couple laps.
Justin Haley, too, nicely in the top 10. He sits in 8th at the moment.
Oh, someone's in trouble. Gilliland. Todd Gilliland.
Flat tire, maybe?
Flat, yeah, looks like a
Or
flat.
some sort of damage. I mean, heavy smoke coming off that left rear tire.
Final lap of the stage.
All right, one lap to go on the stage. We'll see if Bell can pull it off and if the other cars can make it to the finish on fuel.
See Bell putting Josh Berry a lap down. Josh Berry running 23rd.
This is only stage 2, and the driver of that Ream Toyota.
And Christopher Bell is going to win stage 2 at Las Vegas. And Kyle doesn't get any stage points, actually. He fell to 11th.
Massive points. Add that to his 9 that he scored in the first.
Was better. Just obviously stuck behind the one. Doesn't seem like the top's any good. I can't make any speed up there.
And immediate feedback for Adam Stevens and the team, his crew chief, and everybody else. But this is the car to beat. Maybe it just might be one of his teammates and a non-playoff driver that's fighting. This is the key moment of the race. Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, upside down.
So it was a 36-minute and 18-second green flag run there. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go outside and smoke, and I will see you guys in a few minutes.
There's a method to my madness.
That's what makes you the doctor you are. Allergic to authority. Stubborn.
He's amazed. I like to know what my patients are experiencing.
Did you just take a patient's drug?
Brilliant Minds, tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
Dear Fall, we have the perfect get-ready truck at Burdick Toyota. It's your new 24 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Lease for just $439 a month, 36 months. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop 24/7 at burdicktoyota.com.
Tonight, America's most dangerous criminals are back out on our streets, thanks to radical Democrats Kathy Hochul and John Mannion. Democrats support cashless bail and defunding the police, releasing violent criminals into our communities and putting our families at risk. I'm voting for Brandon Williams. He's delivered millions for local law enforcement. Brandon Williams will keep America's most wanted behind bars where they belong.
I'm Brandon Williams, and I approve this message.
When you're a homeowner, you never run out of projects. One day you're cleaning the gutters, the next day you're cleaning clutter. Some days you're trimming trees, and other days you're raking leaves. At Value, you can do it all, and you can do it yourself. Save 50% on DAP Painter's Caulk, now only $1.99. Great Stuff Big Gap Filler, only $4.49 a can. Save 35%. Value Home Centers for the do-it-yourselfer and you.
Dear Fall, we have the perfect get-ready truck at Burdick Toyota. So come grab 2.99 for 72 financing on your new 24 Toyota Tundra, or choose 2,000 customer cash. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Teen Vaping Crisis.
Tonight after football on NBC3.
Exciting careers are available now nationwide, bringing the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. If you're looking for a stable, impactful career, visit buildsubmarines.com. We build giants because it takes one to build one. All right, everybody gets a chance to take a quick breath as second stage is complete, but it is a quick breath.
So we have Bell leading, Byron third, Logano fifth. Playoff drivers having good days. Danny Hamlin 19th. That's actually an average day of playoff drivers, if you can imagine, so far. Larson a lap down. So I think for Hamlin, you got to make adjustments to move forward. If you're Larson, you want to have a clean pit cycle here so you can make adjustments and race for the free pass. It's kind of where the playoffs stand at this point.
All right, pit road's about to get super busy. Dylan Welsh standing by. They're coming your way.
And Joey Logano will peel out right there. Pits from fifth at the top of the screen. Said his long run balance wasn't great, but didn't really indicate where exactly he felt like they're going to be better. Maybe just a small air pressure adjustment for the 22 Cam.
Christopher Bell in the middle of that 20 car, 19 points earned for stage 2 winner Bell. And for him, balance is better. He said it feels good. Just fighting a little snug in traffic, but nothing, he said, that needed to be changed. So it's going to be routine service, fresh rubber and gas, Marty.
Third most stage points earned today for William Byron, who said the car stayed with me much better, but I honestly thought we're in a good spot handling-wise. And Rudy Fugle said, I think the track's going to change. I'm going to make a small adjustment. Dylan, what's going on?
It sounds like like the 11 me there. Yeah, he overshot his pit box. Chris Gabehart was screaming, back up, back up, back up. So it is just continuing to go from bad to worse here for the 11.
Yeah, he didn't overshoot, Dylan. He just, first of all, he stopped very short, surprisingly again. And then they must have had an issue on the left rear. So let's take a look. Once again, short, 4, 5, 6 feet short of his mark. Very un-Denny Hamlin-like. Go to the right side. They come to the left side. Pit crew doing okay. Tire up, left rear tire on, jack down, left rear not tight. Luckily for the 11, he didn't take the loose wheel onto the racetrack.
COPD isn't pretty. I'm out of breath and often out of the picture. But this is my story. And with once daily Trelegy, it can still be beautiful. Because with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Trelegy also improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. What a
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor.
So why don't you act like a good sister and get me some more buffalo wings?
On second thought, I want to be a director. Let's try a scene where you go get your own.
Can we get some more lemon pepper ones in this scene?
Ooh, and honey teriyaki too.
Ooh, good note.
Have your people call my people.
You looking for a little trouble? You like watching things get broken? Like barriers? Glass ceilings? And records? In this playoff season, we're looking for you.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
Look at that Wendy's breakfast burrito. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, sausage. Gotta hand it to the tortilla. That sucker's holding on for dear life. Get yours with a $1 soft drink. Gotta be Wendy's.
What is Aaron Rodgers thinking? Maybe he's thinking about these guys. Because Sunday, he'll need to have answers. Jets, Steelers, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
We're in the stage break between stages 2 and 3 as we welcome you back to the South Point 400 on a beautiful day here in Vegas. If you're just joining us, it has been a hugely, highly eventful day for the playoff drivers. Denny Hamlin, short stops in his box. That was the earliest stop. That wasn't the most recent one. Tyler Reddick in the first stage got maximum points. Day was looking fantastic for the 45. Yeah, a little bit of damage to the nose of the 5, some aluminum in it. No big deal. They came down, they made some repairs, but it gave him bad track position. Then this, the big wreck. This is the moment you're terrified of as a playoff driver. 3 of them in this. Tyler Reddick rolls over on the front straightaway. And his day is over. Elliott, he's 26 laps down. Had to come to the garage. And this is Ryan Blaney. Look there, right closest to camera. Wounded, the 12. And he sits some 7 laps down. And then absolute disaster up pit road for the 5-car. Trouble on the right side. It carries over trouble to the left side. They come back to the right side. Tighten up the wheel. Then they had to come back in and tighten up or change the left rear. Cliff Daniels' stress level is peaking. And then the 11 once again struggles to get to his mark, which hurts the pit stop, but that's not really an excuse for them not being able to get the left rear tire on, which happens here. They drop the jack. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chris Gabehart says they back up. Tighten the left rear back up.
Remember after the Kansas race, Denny Hamlin was so frustrated with this pit crew. That's not getting better today.
Watching with an eager eye, Brad, DJ. We thought today was going to be eventful. Maybe not this eventful, though, especially for the playoff drivers.
You know, DJ, you said it best earlier today. We were talking about
is this a must-win race, and so forth and so on. You look at the playoff points today, now all of a sudden, and you said it best earlier, you don't want to go to next week having to win a race because you're running out of time. That's exactly what has happened to some of these playoff guys.
Yeah, and Joey Logano's sitting there saying for the second week in a row, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate the opportunity here. Yeah, I watched this, guys, and I'm not Vince Lombardi, but all I can think of is a quote from him that said, "What the hell is going on out here?"
Dylan, what do you got?
Oh, we just heard a little pep talk from Chris Gabehart to his driver, Denny Hamlin. Take a listen.
Obviously, we've had him everywhere, of course. The only thing you can do better in here is make sure you hit your sign. Stop a little short that time, a little bit before. That's not why the left rear is loose. Still got lots of laps to go in this race. Stay positive. We're going to drive up to there.
Well, he's the cheerleader. That's what you got to be when you're on top of the box.
I love how he did it right there as we ride on board the Coca-Cola can with Denny Hamlin. Take a look at the driver. Hey, that's not why it's loose, but you could help, right? That was good coaching. There's that Vince Lombardi DJ was looking for. We'll see if it pays off.
Alrighty, green flag.
Next time you get a chance, stage 3. Christopher Bell, who's had almost the perfect day, started from the pole position and leads the field back to green here in Vegas. Teammate on his outside. Playoff rival right behind in William Byron. Third row outside the 7 of Justin Haley. A bunch of cars with some great strategy in stage 2 have given those track position, and Haley with a big move defended by the 24th Byron. Keep an eye out that all yellow car down on the low line. There it is, Joey Logano. He got into this round of 8 after Alex Bowman, who his races right here, was disqualified post-race after the Roval. With everything that has gone on so far today, Jeff, we look at the points. He not only just squeaked his way into the round of 8, but we move on to Miami next weekend. He currently sits 4th in the points.
Hey, don't let Joey Logano up. They had him out.
Bubba's in 5th.
He's a winner, period. End of story.
Look at this scramble here. Harrison
Oof.
in the middle of it. Kyle Larson playing the comeback game.
And Denny Hamlin on the bottom. Kyle Larson's still 1 lap down. He and Ty Gibbs, the 54 car that's in front of him, are racing to be the first car 1 lap down. Ty made it 4 wide on the outside, and look at all the spots he's gaining. He is flying.
Larson's like, quick, going up. I'm trying to get to you. Larson's thinking free pass right here with Gibbs. Oh, he's got to run here, Jeff.
Yeah, Gibbs got tight on the exit of 4.
Now the 5's just looking for that caution. Get by the 54, that puts him the first car 1 lap down. A caution would be free pass back on the lead lap. That gives them more points available. Dylan, what's up with the 11?
Well, we've heard this from other teams, but the 11's got a vibration. Denny just came on the radio and reported that. The crew is down here ready if he does need to come in. I haven't heard him say anything about it since, but just another potential issue here for Hamlin.
You have to be very careful with vibration in the next-gen era. Remember, these aluminum wheels, not like the old steel wheels. So if the wheel does loosen up, there's a chance it may not fall off because of the locking mechanism, but a vibration at these speeds can break a wheel. We've seen it make contact with the brake caliper, cut the wheel in half, so we'll just have to keep an eye on the 11, see if he can ride out this vibration.
Wow! Gibbs right up near the wall.
That's so fun to watch. Not new.
He's trying to hang with Larson. Larson's on his own mission. After a hiccup on a pit stop, put him a lap down. Really costly time-wise. Now he's fighting as hard as he can.
And it sounds crazy, but that
Hamlin and crew has choked the entire playoffs, but they're still somehow in it, yeah.
In the lead, because that could be your race and your day right here. Ty Gibbs, he's just in the gas, trying to make some speed, trying to make something happen, using all the racetrack.
All in a quarter-inch more.
I'm surprised he hadn't won a race this year. Year's not over. He can still make it happen.
Well, we're showing you this battle back here just because Christopher Bell is out to almost a 1-second lead of Truex, who has 5 car lengths on Buescher, 5 car lengths on Byron, 5 car lengths. But, you know, the front 5 are minding their P's and Q's. They see this stuff, and I don't want to go back there. We're going to all just hang out up here, try to take care of one another.
about the non-playoff drivers doing well today? Truex in second. Chris Buescher runs third in the RFK Racing Ford, the Castrol machine. Bubba Wallace is fifth. Alex Bowman sixth. Justin Haley in that Gainbridge number 7.
NASCAR is beautiful.
Is 7th. Ryan Preece in the top 10. Kyle Busch, home race, sits 10th.
Senator Christopher Bell gained 19 stage points today. The max is 20. We talked about all the drivers having so many issues. Well, he is the opposite. He is not only taking advantage of others' mistakes, he is pushing the issue and making pace and maximizing his points opportunity.
And while things are going so rosy up front for Christopher Bell, spare a thought for the driver of the 48, Alex Bowman. We told you his story pre-playoffs, and then we enjoyed telling you his story during the playoffs because he performed so well. In fact, the entire 48 team performed so well. And then, kind of around about dinner time last week, after the Roval, we enjoyed a fun day at the Roval. Phones started to ping. There was some rumors swirling around that there was something wrong. Post-race tech for this car. Turned out that he got disqualified. It was underweight. NASCAR gave the 48 team multiple opportunities, and they came back to the same conclusion that the car did not meet weight. Hendrick Motorsports did not appeal that decision. They just said that one was on us. When the driver you're looking at, Alex Bowman, found out, he said, I was so mad, I was so frustrated, I knew my phone was going to start blowing up, so I threw it in the pool. The impact, you finish it off, Jeff. The impact dialed 911 because it thought that he was in a car crash.
Yeah, after that, he felt like he was in a car crash. I mean, can you imagine the emotional strain? You feel like you've done such a great job in the playoffs and then be taken out, and to be honest with you, an inexcusable mistake. I know everybody's pushing the issue. I know everybody's trying to get the most, but that's a mistake you just can't have in the playoffs. This team, this sponsor, this driver, Hendrick Motorsports should have another car in here, and they simply don't because of a mistake.
And Marty, it's not just about the driver, it's the organization, it's everybody on the team, crew chief as well.
Yeah, it's about this entire team, everyone who works on the Ally number 48 car, including Blake Harris, his crew chief. I asked him his reaction. He said, honestly, here's how Sunday night went for me. It was the greatest professional achievement I had ever done. We were in the round of it. I was so proud of everything that we had done on the 48 team to show, hey, we're a championship contending team. And then it was the worst moment of my life 1 hour later. He said this week's just been awful looking through it. But Steve, you know how these crew chiefs operate. I hear what Jeff is saying. It's an inexcusable mistake, but they push it to the very edge. Blake has always done that. That often creates speed. He said we went through weight exactly on the number before the Roval. Probably would never do that again.
Well, that's the thing. You just have to live and learn, but I think Jeff Gordon said it the best. They felt embarrassed as an organization, and in the end, the 48's out. The 5 trying to keep his playoff hopes alive by getting this free pass, and he is in a heavy battle with Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs got by him, and then Larson crossed him over and took the spot back, and then Ty Gibbs went on the offense and got it away from him. What a battle.
And you got to remember, Ty Gibbs has 2 teammates in the playoff, in the round of 8. If he can make life difficult for a rival, he will. Mission accomplished right now.
Oh, big run right here.
And again, this is to stay on the lead lap, to be that first car.
And to prove how good these cars are, Hamlin behind them is on the lead lap in 16th. So these cars have passed nearly 10 lead lap cars as they chase each other through the field.
Damn.
Good view from high above. Extended aerial coverage provided on today's broadcast by Traveller Whiskey.
You're not missing anything up front. Christopher Bell out 2 seconds on Truex. This is the best race on the track right here. They have been going at it. But this is what it looks like racing back in 25th, 16th, 15th. We watch it every week. It is It is hand-to-hand combat.
And that'd be pretty good if Larson got that free pass, gets back on the lead lap, and there's a caution, something happens, he continues his comeback drive. We were setting that up earlier in the show for Ryan Blaney after crashing out in practice yesterday, had to go to a backup car, and then Ryan was staging a pretty good comeback until he was wrong place, wrong time with that big front stretch crash. Multiple cars, multiple playoff drivers affected. We haven't really mentioned a lot about Austin Cindric, Brad Keselowski out of the race. Austin Dillon was the first to crash out, separate incident. It has been a really eventful day here in Las Vegas. 77 laps to go. Coca-Cola on board. Let's go for a ride with Denny. Did you make that out? It was a little unclear. That radio communication.
As long as I've been around race cars, Tim, I can't hear much. Still not the pace that you would expect from this 11 car. I think they've made the car a little bit better.
Remember, you talk about a vibration. We haven't got an update from the driver. We're hearing over the radios that the crew feels like they have all the wheels tight, so maybe it's a tire vibration. So, you know, vibrations can be an issue, but even if they're not a catastrophic issue, Jeff, they still hurt the speed of the car. It just takes away grip.
See Gibbs in the wall there again. Again, scuffed it.
He's got nothing to lose. He's rolling.
And he's going for it. That's the second time we've seen in the last 6 or 7 laps. And now his teammate goes by him. And there's a crash.
Oh, Ty Gibbs around. Caution is out.
We were talking about it.
Ty Gibbs is spun around.
What's happened to the 54 this time?
Huge break from Kyle Larson, who was just in front of him.
Finally, something good.
There you go, Larson. Hey!
That was a 10-minute and 41-second green flag run there. Ty Gibbs has spun around.
See how many points he can gain. I mean, like I said, he was up to Suarez, who was 15th, Jeff. So, you know, there's still a lot of racing ahead. Some timely yellows. We'll see what Larson can make of it.
Let's see what happened to Ty Gibbs. Oh,
it's loose.
No contact, though.
Talking about that was the contact with the wall.
He's just digging hard. We kept showing it. He's going for all he's got out of the playoffs. See the fire come out of the pipes. He knew he was in trouble. He lifted out of the gas. See right there? But it's too late.
What I loved is the fire come out of the pipes. You heard Denny lift because he was like, I see something. Something over there is happening, and I don't want a part of it.
Good job of leaving it off the wall.
Yeah. It just shows, I mean, that's how you have to drive these race cars. You have to push them. But that's going to put him 2 laps down. So now the struggle getting back in the lead lap becomes that much more difficult for Ty Gibbs.
Well, and now it's 73 to go, 72 to go when they open pit road, I believe, if it's open this time. That is just outside what we thought the fuel window could be, which is upper 60s, maybe 68, 69. 70 laps, so whether you think you can make it or not is not the point. You're going to pit here, fill it up with fuel all the way, and if we don't see another caution, you're going to try to make it. So you're either going to have to save enough gas, slow down enough, lift early enough. Every aspect of your team is tested consistently. Now we're even talking fuel mileage. We'll see if that becomes a play in this race with 72 to go, Dylan.
Martin Truex Jr. runs in the 2nd spot and had asked for some entry and exit stability on the last stop, and then on this most recent run just said he was losing the rear tires about 15 laps into that run. I believe it'll just be an air pressure adjustment on the 19, Kim.
As the 20th Christopher Bell makes his way down pit road, he's the middle of your screen. He said he got his first wiggle off for that run and did tell Adam Stevens, the crew chief, he feels like it's going to trend looser this run. They'll take on 4 fresh Goodyear tires, no go fuel, Marty.
Kim William Byron pits from 4th on track with the 2nd highest running playoff driver. He told Rudy Fugle it just takes way too long.
And Bell is going to win the race off pit road.
24 and a drag race off pit road. The 24 gains a spot there, Diff, but they almost gained 2.
There's those key figures. It's all about the numbers here in Vegas. This region was first discovered in the 1800s, founded in the early 1900s. It is one of the world's go-to places.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, a groundskeeper, a landscaper. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. Same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
Introducing Traveler Whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. Traveler's been tasted, selected, and perfected to be everything it should be. A premium whiskey that speaks for itself. Traveler's made to be enjoyed exactly how you like it. Neat, on the rocks, or in your favorite cocktail. Traveler Whiskey. Easy to drink, hard not to love.
The Earnhardt family has always trusted Bass Pro Shops for all their outdoor needs, and I continue to be a proud customer. I grew up shopping here, and now I love bringing my family here to gear up for all our adventures together. And now, Bass Pro Shops Club members enjoy special savings and earn points towards free gear, which is rewarding when buying what you need for your next adventure. Spending time outdoors with the ones you love, sharing memories, and making new ones, that's an Earnhardt family tradition that I'm proud to carry on.
And that's why I never drive those guys.
The party's over, big guy.
We're tired of hearing, I don't want to get my truck dirty.
With WeatherTech laser-measured floor liners front and rear, a seat protector, and full bed protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just got WeatherTech.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's get dirty.
Order your premium American-made products at WT.com.
For 8 remaining drivers, what matters is the moment.
This is a pressure cooker situation.
Steeled focus on detail. Driven by heart. And the resolve to make a run for the ages.
It has been a stellar performance.
The NASCAR playoffs continue at Miami on NBC.
What has been a fascinating afternoon here in the desert continues as we welcome you back. You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs live from Las Vegas. This is the South Point 400.
Jeff, I'm looking forward to Wednesday because you'll be joining our friends Mike Badley and Pete Stone on the Sirius XM radio on the NASCAR channel 90, 9 a.m. every Wednesday. Jeff, you're going to be on this week, and I want a play-by-play of everything that happened today.
Oh, yeah.
I want to look forward to next week, and I hope they give you more than 15 minutes because in the next
Are we going to do a play-by-play of this?
Well, you know how they say things in Vegas? Well, hospital trips in Vegas, everybody finds out about, so you don't want to ride on the roof of whatever car that was.
No easy questions on Wednesday, Diff. You better be ready.
The Bagman and Pistol Pete.
fastballs.
Yeah, love listening to the guys. And
I don't have to be on there because then I have to hear from Pistol Pete about baseball, and the wrong team won last night.
Maybe we'll go there on Wednesday.
Interesting time as we've seen the choose. 69 to go. When they get green, we have cards at the end of stage 2, run 74 laps. So
I agree, Steve. The wrong team did win last night.
to be the final run of the race if you don't get a yellow. Who can do it? And who can do it creating the most speed?
Alrighty, going back green.
The best car on track today has been the car black and white with the big red Ream logo on the hood. Christopher Bell. Will it stay that way? He's shadowed by a playoff rival.
And green flag is back in the air.
Green flag back out. Here we go.
We have 69 laps to go.
All the way to home. We'll see. William Byron just trying to get an edge, trying to move up on Truex. His teammate comes in behind. How about that Gainbridge Chevy, number 7? The yellow, black, and blue car. That's been an outstanding drive today from Justin Haley. He's got Busher on his outside.
William Byron trying to get by Truex for second.
has barely cleared him. Flies up in front of him.
Well, look at this.
Woo!
We were just talking about Haley and Busher. And they're the two getting into it. Ross Chastain. Kyle Busch. The two-time series champ who grew up here in Vegas makes an inside move. Look at this traffic jam further back. Kyle Larson has already worked his way through the lap down cars. Now he's looking for cars that are positioned. Denny Hamlin doing the same in front, trying to find spots on the racetrack. The 5 with the crossover move. Inside the 10 of Noah Gragson, chasing Harrison Burton. Home race for Noah as well. There's not a lot of room right there. This is scenes of what went down earlier that caused that multi-car pileup.
Hamlin's 11 car, they've had issues all day, all different types of issues. I just don't think they have the pace. I mean, you know, dude, look at the 5 car, how much quicker he is. So with fast race cars, you can overcome problems, but Denny Hamlin just does not have a fast race car today. There's time to change it. He's got one of the very best in the business on that pit box at Chris Gabehart, but Chris is going to have to go to work and make some magic happen.
Lawson rounds him up, tucks him behind Daniel Hemrick. Just a mediocre grade all around. Pit stops, pit calls. Chris Gabehart made a couple. I think he would try to do over again if he could. So, and the race car.
Still more about it, Dylan. Well, and we've shared some of this radio throughout the day, but Chris Gabehart has used the word disaster multiple times today. And I thought it was interesting this morning when I talked to him. He said, this is the track where we feel the most vulnerable. And the first race of the round, if you can outperform yourself, it helps you a lot. Well, the inverse of that is true as well. And he's been quick to remind Hamlin, this is a war, not a battle. But the 11 team sure has had a lot of battles today.
So, Dylan, the question I have in my mind is what were their goals? I mean, I forget when, right? If this is the track they're most concerned about, I wonder what would have been a happy day if you could have just awarded points and not even raced. What would they have been comfortable with? There's no telling. There you go. See, that's the difference. There we go. Ran the top, had a little bit of momentum. He's inside the 5.
Snow back here battling for 16th, 17th, right in that range. We keep talking about how fierce the battle is back here. Well, this is it. These guys do this all day. Fighting for their lives back here.
Top box is first and second. Appropriately, they're playoff drivers in Christopher Bell and William Byron. And William Byron, if he keeps this run going, and this run being in the round of 12, it was a second, third. Here he is running second again. The consistency from that 24 team has been unreal.
And it's been well documented all day what the advantage of winning this race is. Not just you make the championship 4, but you're the first to make it. So while you will be in Miami next week, and you will be in Martinsville in 2 weeks, and on those Sundays you're going to race to win diff, during the week, all the engineers, all the men and women, or whatever organization it is that's fortunate enough to win, they have extra time to prepare that Phoenix approach, that car, and what they're going to do on that weekend.
Congrats, by the way, to AJ Allmendinger. The Dinger won here last night, and we'll go through to that championship round in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
This early in the run, I think this is the most competition that we've seen given to Christopher Bell. William Byron sitting right there, either the same pace or a little bit quicker. So now, Christopher Bell, will there be another caution? Will there not with 60 to go? He now knows he may have to make his car a little bit better.
Or, my only counter would be, is Bell trying to save a little gas? Is it outside the window of what the 20 can run? Because the cars that ran over 70 laps didn't have this pace. So, is he looking up to the 24 saying, hey, I want to drive away from you, but I'm trying to work this right foot a little bit, try to save a little bit of gas? I think there are cars in the field that are going to try to make it, but the guys that are leading are definitely burning the most fuel.
It's Christopher Bell's 10th appearance in Cup here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and he has far exceeded the laps led today of all the other 9 appearances together. Here comes William Byron, the 24, trying for the lead of this race.
Oh, Christopher Bell right to the bottom to block that run. That is the advantage. These cars have a camera on the rear bumper that the driver can look at. It's where the mirror used to be. It's now a camera, and it is 100% clear view. It allows the drivers to be real aggressive on those blocks.
This is the fight for 6th, 7th between Daniel Suarez and Justin Haley, and Haley on the outside goes around. He spoke about just settling back in to Spire Motorsports, getting to know the procedures of the team. Every team kind of
Jaden, I've already accepted that it's over.
So he said it's been a good settling in period, but by the time we hit the ground at the Daytona 500 next year, we'll be ready. We will be more consolidated. Well, it looks like they're pretty consolidated here today. What a run by the 7. Really encouraging stuff.
Ally has savings buckets to help you save for anything you want to buy. Because everyone has something they're saving for. Like that new car. Or a fancy vacation. Or party supplies. Your delivery budget. Or even the down payment on your dream home. Our savings buckets help you save for what matters most to you.
Soft drinks are just $1 at Wendy's. Any size, anytime. 3 p.m. Fanta, 10 p.m. Sprite, 7:46
He's not going to win
Coke.
or he's not going to win Homestead either.
Dollar soft drinks any size, gotta be Wendy's.
Some dumb shit's going to happen.
Come a long way together. From dirt tracks to super speedways and every track in between. Never backing down, pushing boundaries, and giving it everything we've got. Yeah, we've come a long way. But there's still a lot more road to run. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Yeah. Anyway, it's still $15 a month, so whenever you're ready. Sorry about all that production value.
You know what's crazy?
That you're gonna eat wings in the car again?
I come prepared.
I love you. Please no more drum solos.
Boom, 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 boom.
Millions of you do. You represent your favorite driver during the playoffs. Take advantage of amazing deals at the Nascar shop. You can check out the greatest selection of t-shirts, die-casts, and a whole lot more by visiting NASCAR.com/shop. Welcome back, 51 to go. Closing stage of the first race of the round of 8 in the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. The Xfinity fastest lap. Oh, it so appropriately belongs to one of the playoff drivers, the pole man, and the guy who has led 142 laps today. That's Christopher Bell. Let's talk more about playoff drivers. Kim Kuhn kicks us off. Let's go, Kimmy.
Yeah, Christopher Bell in the lead after winning the pole yesterday, and he won the pole. I asked him, is this a statement by the team? And he said no, because we've done this before. We've won the pole, but we have not won this race. And so that went to thinking this weekend for the team. Crew chief Adam Stevens did not select pit stall 1. They chose pit stall 6. He told me we've been here, we've gotten the pole, we've had pit stall 1, had the best car, still lost the race. So I make the exact same choice again and don't win this race. Did I look like an idiot? They knew they had to try something new. Adam also told me anything outside of a win is a disappointment here this afternoon, Marty. They've led 143 laps.
Kim, the year started off so well for William Byron, winning the multiple races this year, but in the summer, the start of the playoffs, their speed was gone. I asked Rudy Fugle, what did you change to get that performance out of the car in the round of 12? He said, honestly, nothing, but William and I sat down and said, hey, let's stop worrying about things in the future. Races to come, let's focus week by week. That's the playbook, Dylan, they used last year to make it to the championship four. Hoping they can do it again this year.
Joey Logano runs in 12th right now, going backwards, battling a tight race car. But he said earlier this weekend, execution is our bread and butter. If we do that, things are going to end up in our favor. And on a day with so many issues for so many other playoff drivers, they've been quietly near the front all day. They scored stage points. As we sit now, have gone from 8th in points at the start of the day to 4th and in by 6th. Behind them, a couple spots, Denny Hamlin rides in the 15th position. Chris Gabehart said earlier today, the last round felt like a haunted house. It was so chaotic for us. The next 4 races are way more in our wheelhouse. That's true of everybody, but they like when they can control their own destiny. Their destiny today, though, has been a lot more chaos. The issues of others have minimized some of the damage, but the 11 likely going to have some work to do the next couple of weeks, Kim.
Speaking of chaos, how about Kyle Larson in the 16th position? That's all they've had to deal with today. And it's interesting because I talked to crew chief Cliff Daniels this morning and said, what are you guys feeling headed into this round? And he said, you know, the theme for us is that we are a resilient bunch. We stay battle tested. Well, they got tested today. They had aluminum in the grill. Then they had a big pit road mishap. Right now, though, they have rebounded well in that 16th position. Got a lap back after being 2 laps down. That lucky dog position he stole from Ty Ganson, or Ty went crashing out. And right now, great rebound for Larson, Marty.
Kim, this is a Las Vegas weekend Ryan Blaney would love to forget. A lap 1 crash in practice. They had to go to a backup car. They had to start last. He worked his way forward and then contact with the wall. They have damage on the car. It's hurt pretty bad. Blaney limping around. The one thing, Kim, they have in their back pocket here in the round of 8. Remember last year, on his way to the championship, Ryan Blaney won at Martinsville, put himself in the championship 4. He might need to do that again this year.
And Marty, it's been a dismal day for a number of playoff drivers, including Chase Elliott, through no fault of his own. He was part of that incident with Tyler Reddick. That team very upset with the 45. Just felt like they were trying and taking too much. And one of their strengths this season has been their consistency, but that does not mean that consistency is going to guarantee you a spot in Phoenix. Crew chief Alan Gustafson told me we have got to win, though. Chase Elliott now 26 laps down after the incident. They had to go to the garage to change a control arm on that number 9 Chevrolet.
Well, it's 7 cars of the 8 update because we're missing one, and that's Tyler Reddick, who's not on the racetrack yet because of this accident earlier today.
Yeah, this was big battle off turn 4. Truex, Elliott, Reddick, watch Reddick. It's the little quarter-mile racetrack in the infield, and over he goes. Has the presence to drive into pit road, but too much damage.
Well, with 42 to go, we have a lot going on here with the playoff drivers, but a lot going on in the race. This man right here, 48 of Alex Bowman, is up to the 2nd position and rolling. So let's kind of set the stage. We have 24 cars on the lead lap. It's an uncomfortable run from the last caution to the finish on fuel for all of them. I believe some can make it, some are short. It's the approach that I'm not sure we really know about. From what I see out of this 48 and what I'm reading on the radio, they're not sure the tires want to run 70 laps, and they're looking for the all-out push. So I think what you're going to see right here is the 48 run as hard as possible and then just pit anyway. I think there's going to be a wave of cars that pit halfway in this run right now. And what they're going to try to do, Marty, is put fresh tires on it, increase the pace, and push the drivers who are trying to save fuel.
Steve, this is going to be interesting. A top 5 car pitting. Chris Buescher coming down pit road. They're going to put on 4 fresh Goodyear tires and have fuel certainly to make it to the end. And to your point about Alex Bowman, yes, a moment ago, Blake Harris told him, hey, the guys in front of us, they're trying to save. We are not trying to save. Go as fast as you can, Dylan.
Pit stops continuing. Martin Truex Jr. pits from inside the top 5. Said we were worse this run. I was drifting through 3 and 4. 4 tires and fuel, another air pressure adjustment, Ken.
Kyle Larson's going to make his way down pit road. Crew chief Cliff Daniels told Kyle at the beginning of this run, everybody is outside the fuel window. You need to plan for one more stop. This team has 2 sets of sticker tires left compared to most of the field. They're going to put 4 fresh Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel in that machine for Kyle Larson.
What a determined effort from both driver and team to get back on the lead lap and to just keep climbing, keep digging.
Now Adam Stevens, the crew chief for the 20, has got to make a decision. Are you running to to the finish, or are you coming to get tires? You can't be in the middle. If you run 15 extra laps in the pit anyway, the guys that have pitted are going to jump over you on the racetrack. Such a tough decision for a crew chief, as now we see Bowman from the top 3 pit. Oh, there we go. Decision made. Pit this time. We heard the live radio from the 20. Marty.
Here comes Alex Bowman down pit road. They're going to pit for the fuel they need and tires as well. So Steve seems to be opening up here. Now that Bell is going to make his move, what do you do if you're Rudy Fugle? He told me a moment ago, we're close. We're about 2 laps short.
I think at this point you race the 20. You see the 20 on the bottom of your screen coming to pit road. The 24 will assume the lead. I think if you're Rudy Fugle, with the situation you have in points right now, you're racing playoff drivers. Kim.
So Adam Stevens and this Christopher Bell team, their hand was forced by other cars stopping. He's going to make a stop. He said just got a little bit tighter this run. Don't expect any major changes, though, from Bell, as they will take tires and put fuel.
The white flush, the Byron call. Last stop for the 20. What a day it's been. 154 laps led by Christopher Bell. He's released.
The 20's going to lose a position to the 48 anyway. I don't know if the stop was slow or just maybe my depth perception is off. We're on board with the 48. The 20 is going to be up, way up there on the left, on the apron. The 99 is killing the 48 right here, though. Here we go. That's Bell blending up in front. How quick will the momentum happen? Will the 20 be able to stay in front of the 48? I guess he will. I thought it was going to be closer than that.
Still close the gap, though.
Yeah.
Marty.
So the answer is Rudy Fugle brought William Byron to pit road. He asked him how the handling was. He said it's still the same, just a little bit too free. The short run has been their strength all day long. We'll see a recycle down if they can take advantage of that.
Top of the screen, this will be the race for the win if this is the right strategy. And let me capitalize and bold if the 99 on the racetrack. How about Logano and Hamlin, 2 playoff drivers that have had unbelievable weeks. Logano in due to penalty. Logano an up and down day on pit road. Can a fuel strategy win be the difference maker for Logano and Hamlin? A lot of laps to go, but it's going to be interesting to see. As you see some damage on the 41, Jeff?
41 to Ryan Preece. He's had a good day today. He's been fast. Oh!
That could have been massive. Watch how quickly this twitches and moves.
But that's low air pressure. Well, that's what that is right there. He had just come down pit road and just left 2 laps ago, and that's low air pressure, car bottoming out.
Let's talk more about Joey Logano. So Paul Wolf, the crew chief, came on the radio to Joey and said, we are a lap short, stay out. And then Coleman Presley, the spotter, just said, run hard the next 20 laps to keep the pressure on the 99 of Daniel Suarez, who is the leader. So this is interesting. I didn't expect them to take a risk like this, but Paul must feel like it's not too much of a risk because they're going to try to run this out to the end.
So the 99 of Suarez leads. You just heard that great update from Dylan on the 22 of Logano. So Suarez has really nothing to lose. He's going to go out here and push it. He's at the start-finish now. If you go back, all the way back to Bell, 26 seconds. So it almost is easier to go forward to Bell. So we'll take a look at it. Bell here, though, is coming on new tires. There's Bell and Bowman. They're trying to basically make up this 3/4 of a lap in 32 laps. You're not going to do it unless Suarez, Logano, and Hamlin have to give up so much pace to save fuel. So this is going to be now they're making up a lot. They're making up a second a lap. So I take that back, Jeff. Maybe they can make up 30 or 26 seconds.
I think the other key, like, put yourself in Joey Logano's shoes, right? He cannot afford to run out of gas, and he is racing in these playoffs, Steve. So even if he gives up spots here, going a little slower than you want him to, you still can't run out of gas. He can't push too hard.
You've got this fascinating blend of strategies involving the playoff drivers, Logano, Hamlin, Bell, Byron, and Larson.
And you see the difference on pace, right? 99 runs the bottom, the one goes right by. That's newer tires, right? The one of Ross Chastain has come to pit road. He's unlapping himself. So that's to give you an idea of just kind of depth of pace. When we say 1 second faster, what does that look like? Well, it looks like that. The one car completely out of the screen on the 99.
And Joey Logano, he is one of the very best at saving fuel. If I need somebody to save fuel, Steve, he's a guy I'm going to pick. He has proven he can do it.
The question is, I'm not was concerned about the fuel is the time.
Bell's now 23.5 beyond. He's taken 3 seconds out in the last few laps.
29, I mean, do the math. 29 laps to go, 23 seconds back, about 0.85 a lap, and he's going to catch him or not. This really comes down, I'll tell you, Diff, this comes down to traffic. It'll come down to 1 or 2, 3 laps. It'll be somebody that Bell catches wrong and loses speed, or Suarez and Logano catch wrong and you lose speed. Like, traffic is going to kind of really show this trend line more than overall speed.
The other thing we have to remember is that Logano was running 11th or 12th when this sequence started. So it may not be about winning the race for Logano, but getting a better finish.
But if he does win the race, two-time champ, that's what he did both years he was the champion. Won the first race of this round. That'd be a trend I'd like to continue if I'm Paul Wolfe.
And what did he do once we began the playoffs? Won in Atlanta.
Yeah.
To get the round of 16 going.
And think about Hamlin running third, right? I mean, he's 7 points below the cut line, but he hasn't really been in the top 3 all day. This would be a huge saving of a day for the 11 team.
27 to go from this point. We keep looking at that gap from Suarez, the leader, to Christopher Bell, who has been the standout car all day. It's now down to 21.6 seconds. It was 26 seconds not that long ago.
What's 21 seconds look like? Well, let's show you basically Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You see on the bottom right there, 99 is the leader. The 20 is trying to catch. He's trying to go all the way around this way, trying to catch the 99. It looks like forever, but at 1 second a lap, you see he's more than a half a lap down. We'll come back in 6, 7, or 8 laps, and I bet he is a half a lap down or less. The 20 really making time. I love that map. That really shows you. So as a crew chief, this is how you visualize almost like a circle or the clock. You look at the racetrack itself as just distance.
These are the situations right here that you got to make this pass quickly. Right? Oh, see that little bit of hold up, like 0.3 of a second, something like that can be the difference in catching him or not.
Well, I mentioned Denny Hamlin, who's running third. Let's take a listen and see what they're saying on fuel.
You're saving fuel, not using brakes. Slow down, correct? Yeah. Your pace when you were in all that traffic for fuel saving was fine. In open air, you haven't been saving enough.
So this is where these crew chiefs that are so good have taken the emotion out. There was no, that was as detailed. Denny Hamlin asked a very simple question. So we're on the same page. What you're asking me to do, I'm going to slow down. Yes, that is your instruction. And it's just so, it's refreshing to listen to teams under all this pressure try to find a way to kind of solve this puzzle in a different manner.
In traffic, you were good. When you're out in open, clean air by yourself, I need you to be a bit better.
So he's looking at, you see, minus 4.9 for Hamlin, 6.7 behind. So you have almost 2 seconds back to fourth. Look at the next one, though. You have 10 seconds back to fifth. So he's predicting new tires catching and who else is moving around.
Again, he was running 15th or so when the cycle started, so it may not be about winning the race. It's just getting the best finish you can.
You know, if you kind of chart this out on what it looks like right here, at their current pace, Bell gets a Suarez with about 2 to go. Now that's, you know, a lot of mathematical guessing on the last 23 laps of how they're going to kind of pick up. We hear about these teams' war rooms. I can assure you both the 99 and the 20 know that predictive software I just told you about. We'll see if it works. And if you're Bell, just like we heard Hamlin, you're now hearing Bell say, hey, if you want to catch him, we need more pace. So you're going to not waste any time. We should get here with 3 or 4 to go. There you go.
Waste any time. Let's go.
So their software tells them 3 or 4 to go. So now Adam Stevens, because you don't want to get outdone, and Bell say, why do you know it's going to be that close? He goes, no, it's going to be this close. You got to go. We should catch him, but we got to go.
16.4 seconds. It was at 26 seconds when we started logging it. There's Adam Stevens.
Adam Stevens, just so much experience.
Think about when he was an engineer, worked with Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, as a crew chief. So many great drivers and characters, and he knows all about pressure situations.
It's pretty clear for Christopher Bell what he needs to do. Just make lap time. But for Suarez and Logano, and I think Logano it's even harder because he can see the lead in front of him. The temptation is to push a little bit harder than you really need to, because the lead and the ticket to win a championship in Phoenix is right in front of you. You cannot push too hard and run yourself out of fuel.
Well, let's take a look what the 22's doing. We're going to see the 21 in front, wide open down the straightaways. I'd be shocked if you see any brake. No red, because you just let the car coast. Part throttle, wide open throttle. Probably runs wide open down the straightaways. There's just not a lot of way to save fuel here other than be in the gas less, Jeff. I mean, use less brake.
You heard it. You heard Chris Gabehart tell Denny Hamlin, no brake, no brake. The reason why is because that slows the car down. To recover that pace, you have to use more throttle. So you do not want to slow it down any more than you absolutely have to make the corner.
19 to go, and 14.5 seconds is the gap from Suarez to Bell.
All right, so 7 laps ago, we kind of put that track map up. It was about almost 3/4 of a lap different between the 99 and the 20. So let's take another peek. We'll put the map back up and let's see. We have the 99. Let's see compared to the 20. Start-finish line's a pretty good way. The 20 was over about a 3/4 of a lap down. 20 at the start-finish now, but definitely less than a half a lap. So he is making up big chunks on the 20. Or excuse me, on the 99, yes.
Keep watching that top left of your screen. Just keep watching the Bell deficit to Suarez, and it just keeps decreasing.
Just so exciting to see which one of these plans they deviated, and it was a mark in time. You either were going to pit or you weren't. I like the 20's call. I love the 24's call to chase him down pit road and race the playoff cars. And Logano and Hamlin, I didn't think this gamble was on the table, but they're proving me wrong. And that's what I love about this garage and this pit road and these crew chiefs. They are not afraid to find a new way. Data analytics and engineering is changing the picture of NASCAR as well as every sport. They all look different today. This is an example of it.
Jeff, for this man we ride with here, Christopher Bell, if he comes away with anything other than a win, when you've led in excess of 150 laps, it's been the car to beat all day. Can he do it? Less than 12 seconds now, 11.8.
Well, the frustration would certainly be high. A second faster that lap. 16 to go, 11 seconds back.
So let's look at the difference, right? You see the 20 kind of out of the gas a little bit, but look right back to wide open throttle. His top speed's going to be probably north of 190 miles an hour.
Got
Even
15 to
a
go.
little bit of brake. You look at Suarez, he's running about a second slower. He's just off the throttle longer. So it's not like it's part throttle. I'm talking up here, right? He's still wide open down the straightaways. Rolls out though, no brake being used. You look at the 20 at the bottom of the screen. When he drives down the turn 3, see if he uses a little brake. Just to set the nose, Jeff, like just a little drag of the brake. Yeah, right, I mean, just a little, but some. Very little. That was too much for Gabehart, though. He wanted no brake.
So 31.70 for Suarez. 30.80 for Christopher Bell. 9/10 of a second.
And the gap under 10 seconds. 9.8. He has brought that from some 30 seconds behind. We started tracking it at 26 seconds.
Now, what we don't know is how much has the 99 saved.
Yeah, that's right.
He might have some more speed left in that car.
Also playing the same game. John Hunter Nemechek, who runs 4th as Suarez.
Look at the 20. Look what's in front of him. He's got to get by these cars quickly. His pace will come down as he catches all these cars. Almost a second faster that lap.
8.8 seconds.
Oh, give a little help right here.
13 to go.
That was weird. I thought he could have just jumped to the outside of him, but he was on the bottom.
That's Nemechek. And another one off his list.
That ain't us some time, though. Let's see what that lap time was. Yep, 31.24. That's almost a half a second slower than the lap before.
Jeff, we talked about it. It's got to come down to 2 or 3 laps. 2 or 3 passes over a 60-lap run. That's going to make the difference in the 20 car.
Dylan, what you got?
Just giving updates on the 22 for Logano, listening to Paul Wolf, the crew chief, and Coleman Presley, who also has all kinds of data up on top of the spotter stand. They feel like that it's probably inevitable that Bell gets them, so their instruction now, try to run hard here, and then after the 20 gets by us, we'll manage then. But then Paul just came back on the radio and said, well, if he hits traffic, he may not get to us. So the gap is shrinking between Logano and Suarez, the leader, so I think their plan now is to try to go up here and maybe race for the lead and just hope that Bell doesn't get to him.
What's the question mark? Every equation has a variable. In racing, and in this specific instance, the variable is traffic. You can predict all you want, but as long as there's a variable inside the equation, you really don't know the answer.
Mr. Rodell's just hung up in all sorts of traffic right here. I mean, his pace came down by 0.4 of a second for 3 laps in a row.
He's got to fight his teammate Denny Hamlin, fellow playoff driver. Hamlin's third, there he is. Bell should make quick work of this, and does. All right, that's Bell now up to third. 6.6 seconds in arrears.
And look at the other gap. Logano is under a second. I know the 20's in traffic, but I believe the 22 can get the 99 on raw speed. 9 laps to go. A lot to be answered. Playoff drivers second, third, and fourth.
Can you imagine if Joey Logano won this race after last week? Look at that. Look at this.
Teammates
helping.
Drafting down the straightaway for more raw speed. That pink car to the left, that's leader Daniel Suarez. If you got to gamble, go all in. Push your chips in. Can you win the first race of the round?
A week ago, he was out. He did everything that he could at the Roval, but it wasn't enough. Reddick had made it. And Logano was out, and Joey said, you know, well, I knew that we were still in on the owner's points, but I was out from the Drivers' Championship standpoint. But he said, so we're still going to race them. And then on the way home, I started hearing a few things about tech. And then I found out the news.
First and second, third now on the same straightaway. Christopher Bell, 1 is 5 seconds. Pink car first, yellow car second. Start finish line behind, you'll see Bell not very far behind. He's going to jump into the picture. He's right there. Black hood, white nose, that's Bell. Not a lot of traffic between him and the leaders now, Jeff.
And just like the Penske duo, the JGR teammates are together, with Gibbs trying to help the best that he can from behind Bell.
This is wild.
There's Suarez, there's Logano, and way up high is Ryan Blaney. He's got his own story to tell today. Unfortunately, started in a backup car after the practice crash yesterday. And he's trying to do everything he can to help his Team Penske teammate. We are inside 6 laps. And Christopher Bell has to make up a 4.2 second deficit.
He's 0.8 of a second faster that lap.
You see right here, racing on your left, top right, crew chief of the 22, Paul Wolf. Bottom right, crew chief of Christopher Bell, Adam Stevens. And you see right there, bottom
Guess
right,
what, y'all?
Here we go, 99, Matt Swiderski's watching the battle.
There we go. There's the lead.
There's going to be traffic coming to play up here. Logano's on the inside of Suarez. That's Jimmy Johnson.
Suarez, Logano for the lead past Suarez.
Race leader inside the final 5 laps.
But guess what, y'all? I just ordered the Krabby Patty meal.
How far will the house money carry Joey Logano? Can he win this race?
3.1 seconds is the deficit from Logano to Bell. Bell should come into view in that top box. Keep looking to your right. There he is.
That's Bell right there. He's going to be coming very fast. Fresher tires. Just a review. The front guy stretching fuel, older tires. Bell, 30-lap fresher tires on board with the driver of the 20.
Joey Logano,
I think Logano's got
this.
this.
Those championships, he won this race.
2.6 seconds from first to third with less than 4 to go. Can you believe the way that this round of 8 has started? Massive multi-car crash on this front stretch involving playoff drivers. The last guy to get into the round of 8 in odd circumstances after a disqualification leads with just 3 to go.
It's closing under 2 seconds for Bell, but look, 2 seconds but 4 lap cars. That could be the difference. Clear track, I think he has a chance. With traffic, it's going to take really special moves out of the 20.
What do you mean this sucks? This is good.
Past Joey Logano's teammate Ryan Blaney. Can you believe what we're seeing?
2 to go.
He's led 155 laps today. Is fighting to get a victory and lock himself
Yeah,
in
Logano's
to
got
the
this.
championship round of 4.
Unless there's a caution.
To get into the round of 8 may just lock his way into Phoenix in the most incredible circumstances. It's not over yet, though.
Coming to the white flag.
Seconds. That's what it looks like.
White flag is in the air one more time around in Las Vegas.
1 more to go. 1 lap left. Presented by Credit One Bank. Bell is clear. Does he have a shot? fastest car.
It's not going to happen.
Plus laps. Been the fastest car all day, as a matter of fact. And now
Logano comes around.
too much to do.
And Joey Logano is going to win at Las Vegas.
That's what two-time Cup champions do. They rise to the occasion. A week ago, he was out. He was back in on Sunday night. And here in Las Vegas,
Everyone, preach up.
is confirmed into the championship 4. Congratulations, Team Penske, Joey Logano. Incredible.
Hell yeah!
What a race.
So that was a 36-minute and 3-second green flag run to end the race.
Discipline by Joey Logano to understand with directions from Paul Wolf how fast to go over that extended amount of time, and Christopher Bell to be within a half a second of him. Think about that. Think about how that has to be timed out. It couldn't have been done any better.
He started the playoffs with a victory.
Yeah, Logano's amazing.
And now confirms his way to Phoenix in the championship 4. Joey Logano wins the South Point 400.
Burned it down.
Our man Marty Snyder is right there on the spot. He's walking over to the 22. Marty, that is the epitome of never give up, no matter what the circumstances are.
Welcome to the championship 4, Joey Logano and Team Penske. Very familiar surroundings for them, winning in Las Vegas. Joey showing why he's one of the most clutch drivers in the NASCAR Cup Series. Paul Wolf showing why he is one of the best strategists on pit road. They didn't have the fastest car, but that didn't matter because Logano's going to race for a championship in Phoenix. How intense was that final run behind the wheel, Joey?
And we did some fuel mileage stuff, don't we? Holy crap.
Yes, you can.
What the incredible turn of events here last week on a very fast Penzola Mustang. And we had the Joe Kids crew here today, and a lot of kids rooting us on, so it was really special to win in front of them again. Hey, to my kids at home, I wish you guys were out here, but we're going to the championship 4 again. I don't know what the deal's with the even year thing, but maybe it's real. But thanks to the fans out here, thanks to Coach Chase Engines for making great fuel mileage, great calls by Paul. Nick has there a gas man, making sure she's full, giving me the good info I need to save fuel and keep the lead that we needed to. And boy, we're going racing again. What an incredible situation, man. I'm so blessed.
You take me behind the wheel. How disciplined did you have to be during that run, saving fuel, keeping pace, and knowing the 20 was catching you very fast?
I mean, Coleman up there in the spotter stand working with Paul and our engineer Shaggy and Joe back at home. Everybody does a good job at just feeding the info that I needed. You know, you got to go the right pace to make sure you get in front of the 99, but not, get to where the 20 was going to catch me. And so just an incredible day. Like I said, it takes the whole team to do the fuel mileage stuff. It's not just the engine or the engineers or the driver or the spotter. It takes all of us together to do it. So total team win. We may not have been the fastest car today, but we were a solid top 5 car, being able to maximize it at the end.
They found a way once again. Joey Logano in the championship 4. And Kim, Lee mentioned it. They've done this twice before. Both times they won the first race in the round of 8. They won the title.
Yeah, Marty, elation for Joey Logano. On the flip side of that comes complete disappointment for Christopher Bell. Comes up one spot short from locking himself into the championship four. I heard the frustration pegged there on the radio at the end of the race. How do you come to terms with how that race played out?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think I've come to terms yet. So, I don't know, just a bummer. I think everyone on this team did everything perfect today. This thing was obviously on rails. The crew did an amazing job. Adam called a great race. Did everything we needed to put this Ream camera in victory lane, and unfortunately it wasn't meant to be today.
2 years in a row you've seen disappointment right here at this racetrack, but then rebounded. Last year you found a spot in the championship for winning in this round. How do you use this to fuel you next weekend at Homestead?
I mean, it's a whole new race next week. You know, this track means nothing for next week, and fortunately we were able to go and win in Homestead, but nothing's guaranteed. Just because I ran second today doesn't mean that I'm going to finish, you know, anywhere next week. So, yeah, I think the points look pretty good, which is a positive, but you're never safe in this deal. So, we needed to win today, and unfortunately we didn't. We'll go on to the next one.
A very strong day for Chris Bell and his team, but ultimately just a huge disappointment how it played out for them.
In life and in sport, you get opportunities. Then you got to capitalize on those opportunities.
Alrighty, y'all.
Logano is living proof of that.
So Joey Logano won today at Las Vegas. He locks himself into the Final Four. He locks himself into a chance for his third career NASCAR Cup Series championship. So yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna end this shit, y'all. I will post my full stream schedule either today or tomorrow. But for the next week, I will be live for the World Series games, obviously, and then I'll be live for the doubleheader. I'll be live for the Truck Xfinity doubleheader on Saturday, and then I'll be live for the Cup race on Sunday. For the Truck Xfinity doubleheader on Saturday, I'll be live at 11:45, and I'll probably just be live, honestly, for like 7 hours. And then the Cup race, I think it starts at 2:30, so I'll be live at like 2:15 for that. But yeah, fun times today. Really appreciate you guys joining. I want to thank you bitches for watching, and peace out.